Welcome everyone. Oh yeah, you may want to turn the volume off at least on the stream, dude. All right, dude. This is gonna be so sick. I'm so excited.
I see myself like multiple screens.
It's weird, right? Because right now I same deal. I have my stream set up like down towards the bottom, just so I can see like usually what it won't tell me like what's going on in the actual stream itself. But welcome everyone. Hello, my friends. All right, can you guys hear us? Are we good? Does it all look clear and fantastic, or is whatchamacallit, dude? Hang on. I'm just looking at the stream right now to make sure it's not like lagging or any stupid shit like that.
Wait, you're gonna watch me wings.
You're gonna dude, those wings are so good though. All right, so we're gonna have a little bit of an introduction here. I think most of the people in the chat currently know who I am, Roly Polioli, but my real name is actually Michael, and I'm a personal trainer. And yeah, now I'm also trying to do this Twitch thing. It's going pretty well, I think. I mean, honestly, dude, I'm so excited to do this as a podcast. This is great, dude. I can see how shitty I am at certain things and then get better at them, dude. It's going to be fantastic.
Yes, certain things. What does that mean?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. It's almost like public speaking, but not public speaking. Like, I don't know. It's going to be weird. You'd think it wouldn't be, but I don't know. It's got like a different feel to it than like the normal stream, I guess. I don't know. It's interesting.
How nervous would you be if all of a sudden it popped up with like 80,000 viewers?
First, I'd be like, "Wow, this is incredible, dude! You guys are about to see a whole nother level of hype from me."
I'd feel the need to put on like a circus act and start like juggling these chicken
Just
wings.
right, dude. Just doing something. But all right, that's my introduction for the people that have been here. But I would like to introduce this man off to the side. This man is... Oh, I still got those fucking bottles in the back, dude.
Perfectly fine. It's like my bed is made.
That's all right. But I would like to introduce this guy right here.
So my name is Jordan Benoit, and I'm just kidding. So my name is Alex Madeira. You may have seen my name is Rexillosaurus sometimes in the chat. That's been my name / gamer tag for like God knows how long. And I just continue to rock with it. Just love dinosaurs, and Jurassic Park's my favorite movie. But yeah, I like games. I like lifting weights and stuff like that. I don't know. Do you want to go more in depth on that stuff? Or you want to wait until later?
Well, I think they'll see that later on for sure. Like they're definitely gonna see. I mean, I have some stuff here that we're gonna go over today. It's gonna be fantastic. Yeah. No, we're gonna be doing a lot of talking. We're gonna be doing a lot of kind of going over stuff and whatnot. So I think for introductions, that's pretty good right now. But let's get into the game section of the title, which, by the way, this is the title I'm going to be going with. So games, tongue twister. Games, gains, and frames. So for those of you who may not know what we mean by that, I mean, obviously games, we're going to be talking about video games. We're going to be talking about, new things that are coming out. We're going to talk about the Xbox premiere of sadness. And we're also going to be talking about a few other things. But if anybody can't hear me in the chat, you guys should be able to. It's through the Blue Yeti mic. So actually it's even through this. So you guys should be able to hear what I'm saying. You want to do me a favor, Alex? Pull up the stream and just turn up the volume and see. Can you hear my voice? Just because the Blue Yeti Nano was giving me a bit of an issue the other day with it.
Yeah, you're fine.
All right, yeah, we're good, man. I don't know why I just did jazz hands.
This little. Wait, let me see if I can match. Oh wait, no, it's this side. This picture right here, the fact that it's crooked is bugging the crap.
You need to fix that shit right. Why'd you even show me, man?
Nah, so I'm gonna keep it there. You guys can deal with it.
So, all right, back to what I was saying. So the games portion is going to be obviously new games. The Xbox premiere, we're going to go in a little bit into depth into that. We watched it. We have hopes, but not any dreams for it right now. Then we're going to be talking about the gains portion, which is basically just fitness. Obviously, me and Alex are both personal trainers. Alex, what is your position now?
I'm a retired trainer. I manage trainers.
Yeah.
I throw trainers around for a living.
Would that make you like a general manager, or what would that make
The
you?
guy
Not
who's in
even.
an office now.
You just said. But anyway, Alex has been a trainer. And then for the frames part of it, so me and Alex are a big fan of getting into the right mindset, getting into not even just, it has nothing to really do with fitness. It really comes down to more just life in general. Like it doesn't have to be fitness. Like we feel that whatever you do, you should be able to attack it wholeheartedly. And sometimes, everybody knows. Sometimes you fall off the wagon, right? So you got to refocus. You got to get back on there, and you got to do the things that you have to make your mindset the best that it's going to be, so that you can achieve your goals. And we've had a lot of success, actually. I feel with a lot of that kind of stuff, especially
At the end
Alex.
of this, I'm going to show you guys my Ferrari. It really gets you motivated.
Yeah. By the way, guys, I'll show you guys my nice Hyundai Veloster in the driveway. But yeah, so the first thing that we have on topic right here, and you probably know more about this, Alex, is well, wow, I was gonna say Games of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima. So yeah, kind of tell me what you think of that, dude. From my perspective, it looks amazing.
When I first saw it, it looked dope. So I've been out of the gaming realm for a while. I just kind of pop in and out because I've been on the work labor grind, the 70-hour work grind for the last like 3 years. But just seeing that reminds me of OG Assassin's Creed, like Assassin's Creed 1, 2, like
What was it, Brotherhood?
Sneaking around, the action shots. There's actually like blood and gore, which you don't see a lot in a lot of games these days because everyone's soft. But yeah, no, I like it, man. I watched the full gameplay. The only part I haven't seen is like the very end, but
Yeah.
Story's awesome. Graphics look amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the story is just fantastic. The action's very good. The way they have like the actual gameplay itself is super super smooth. I always question like sword fighting and combat like that. I feel like a lot of games don't necessarily do it very well. Sometimes it can feel clunky and slow, and in this game it looks very very smooth, and I hope there's not just more continuations of this game, but more games like it, because I feel like a lot of the games out right now are hot trash. And
No, seriously, from what I've seen, man, especially, it looks like you actually get put into the shoes of a samurai. Like, if there's one thing, I mean, we've seen all of the different shows on TV. We've seen all the different comparisons. I mean, didn't they have a show? It was literally just a versus show of like, oh, what would happen if Vikings fucking fought samurai? Who would win in this? We actually have a game dedicated to it in For Honor. I think For Honor does a fairly decent job of that, like getting the movement and the combat down. I mean, it's a fighting game, so at the end of the day, I'm sure that's what it is. But that's probably what it is. But yeah, I'm definitely looking to get my hands on that. I have tried to avoid. Oh, dude, one of my favorite YouTubers started playing it, dude, and I was like, no, dude, I want to play it before I watch you. So,
especially, I can't even tell you the last, like, just like story mode or just full story type of game, or whatever you want to call it. But
yeah,
it was. I don't know. It just nothing has made me want to pop in and play. But this game, I'm super interested in actually possibly playing it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Not good.
But Cody saying he just thought he'd stop by, say hi. Won't be staying for the stream though. I think yeah. What are you playing Destiny tonight, there, buddy? So you raid hard, man. Get all those loot drops and exotics. But thanks for stopping by, man. I really appreciate it. Whatchamacallit? Yeah, it's definitely the graphics are gorgeous, dude. From what I've seen, the graphics look incredible, especially on old gen consoles. Like, I thought they were pretty much at the end of their wit with at that point. Like, that to me, the game looks like it could probably, like, can you imagine what it's gonna look like on next gen?
I thought it was going to be next gen. I didn't even know when the release date was. So when it came out for last week, I was like, oh damn, okay. I was pleasantly surprised.
Oh, 100%.
So.
All right, so that's our first little bit. So now we get to talk about. Actually, I'm gonna skip one of these. Not skip. We'll circle around back to it. But Since it actually came out, dude, can we talk about the greatest show of all time and why Smite is making the biggest move that I think that they've made in a long time. So for anybody that doesn't know, Smite came out with Avatar: The Last Airbender skins. You can play as Aang, Korra, and Zuko, which just makes my soul feel good. I'm so happy that they put that show on Netflix. Dude, the resurgence in popularity of that show is it's insane. As far as I'm concerned, it's definitely top 10, one of the greatest shows of all time. I don't think I've ever known a show to go its full length, kind of teeter off, and then come back almost 10 years later and still crush it in the modern day and have literally nothing changed about it. They changed nothing. I was watching it on Netflix the other day. It's actually still shot, and the sides of the screen are black because it's not shot in the current format, and it's still crushing it. That chicken wing looks so good.
I only got through like half of them, so I'm gonna have to like crush these in the middle. But
that's all right. I like talking, so.
Yeah, Avatar's. I've never honestly played Smite, so. But anything with Avatar in it, I might hop in.
Same. One of my favorite YouTubers, dude. Like seriously, if I was ever to play video games with any streamer or YouTuber, whatever it is on the planet, it's Mr. Fruit and the Dream Team. Yeah. Now, I'm not saying that to hope he hears this, but if you do hear this, Fruit, you guys are awesome, and I'd love to play video games with you. But no, seriously, he never. I don't think he's ever played. He may have played Smite once on his channel beforehand, but then once he heard same thing. He heard Avatar: The Last Bender. He was like, I'm there, and I feel the same way, dude. Anything that uses Avatar right now is such a smart move on their part because they're just gonna take from the popularity of it right now because it is way up there, dude. Do you know how many times like I pretty much deleted most of my social media, but do you know how much stuff I see on TikTok of that episode Tales of Ba Sing Se with Iroh? It makes me feel so good. It's so good. It's like Where Boys Cried and then Where Men Cried, and it's Iroh.
Fantastic episode.
Oh, dude. And it's so funny too, right? And you let me know if you feel the same way, right? When you were younger and you saw that, you kind of got the sense like, yeah, this is sad, but now as an adult, you're like, oh my god, this is heartbreaking.
Yeah, for sure.
Like it hits different. It hits harder, I feel. Definitely. Right. Then you realize that song is the song he sings his son, dude. And then all of a sudden the waterworks start. You're like, oh my god, Jesus Christ. So
that gets me every time.
And this is for anybody watching too. Put it in the chat too. What is your favorite episode and or character from Avatar: The Last Bender? If you watched it. If you don't.
What's your favorite character, man?
Oh. It's a tough decision, man. It's a very tough decision. If I'm being honest, it's between Aang and Zuko.
Yeah, I was gonna say Zuko. I think is my favorite.
Zuko, I mean, just that character arc is amazing. If anybody, spoilers by the way, for anybody who hasn't watched it yet. And then I think Aang. I don't know, dude. It's just the whole. I remember being a kid and watching that and wanting to be Aang because the game. What did it come out? It came out when I was like 13. Right, so he was my age. He was only 2 years younger than me. He was like 112 years old, right? So you got to sit there and think like, oh my god, that's probably part of the reason why it blew up so much too. He was so relatable. Like, could you imagine being a 12? You're basically living a 12-year-old kid's dream. He's basically living that dream. He is like this all-powerful being almost, and it's so cool, dude. I remember used to wanting to airbend so much because it looked so cool and you could fly. I was like, yeah, dude, I need that in my life. Just like seriously, of the 4 elements though, like if it's a choice, dude, I'm choosing air or fire every single time.
I might choose Earth. I don't know.
Earth, really?
Yeah.
Why Earth?
Because I can have like rocks with me and like turn them into like saws and shit.
You could do that. Oh wait, isn't that the guy from Korra who lava bends and he turns them into shurikens or whatever? Yeah, that's cool. Oh, such cool shit, dude. Whoever thought of this? All right, I'm gonna have a hot take actually. So, you know Naruto, right? Naruto came out way before Avatar: The Last
I'm
Airbender.
gonna say something that might trigger some people, but I've only seen like one episode of Naruto.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you the lowdown, especially towards the end.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, towards the end of like the actual original Naruto show where they're still kids, because it starts off as like regular Naruto and then it goes into Shippuden. Shippuden's sick, by the way. Shippuden is when the shit just shenaniganery. If you haven't watched, oh god, just watch it. Just watch Naruto. If it's a filler episode, skip it. I understand. There's like 2,000 episodes, but it's like Dragon Ball Z at this point. Like, just skip it.
Yeah. Big Dragon Ball Z.
Well, yeah, I know you love DBZ, dude. DBZ is easily one of your favorites. But aside from that, right, towards the end of Naruto, there's a point where Kakashi starts like teaching him more advanced techniques and stuff like that, so that he can, because the Rasengan thing that he makes, that like ball, is like an air spirit. It's almost like an air thing. That's its main deal, right? There's different elements. You have the fire element, the earth element, the water element, and what was the other one I said? Air, right? So you have all those different elements just like you do in the Avatar universe. The only difference is that some people are just able to use one, but other people who are strong enough with their ninjutsu can use more than one. Like there's one guy who during a fight they realize, oh shit, this dude doesn't just use earth techniques. This dude uses fire techniques or water techniques as well, and it blows their mind. So it's a lot like Avatar, except you're not limited to one unless you're the Avatar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's definitely this big thing.
Give me 1 second. I got an important call.
Go for it. Here, do you want me to mute the thing, or do you want me to? Nah. So this is what happens to Alex. He gets calls like this all the time. No, Henry. No, I am not. So, but that kind of goes into it though, and this is what I mean. Like Alex, like you were saying, he works like a 70-hour week, dude. So he gets calls like this constantly, man. But thanks for joining the stream, though, Henry. I appreciate that, man. Let me know what you guys think too. Like I really enjoy doing this. Like me and Alex work out together a lot, so we actually do get into these conversations on the daily. So for us to be able to kind of do that and show our views and bring it to you guys. I think that's something not only really special, but really fun, not only for you guys, but for us. Because me and him, we've been friends for a very long time. And, yeah, dude, it's fantastic. And I'm looking to make this into a real podcast. I want to make this into a real podcast. I want to be able to take the audio from this and put it on the podcast app. I want to be able to put this on YouTube. I want to be able to do all of this stuff. Maybe we should all sit here and look at Alex's. Maybe we can figure out what Alex is talking about, dude. We'll take a look at his facial expressions. See how well this is going for him. But kind of when he gets back, we're also going to be talking about Minecraft. So, in terms of Minecraft, we're going to be talking about the Minecraft Monday. We're going to be talking about where we should kind of go with the server right now, because the server is huge right now. We have a lot on the server. We're going to talk about realms. He didn't get fired. What you talking about? If anybody's doing the firing, it's him. Alex is like one of the big bosses. He does a lot. Hang on. I need a water, dude. Is this water here? Where's this water here? Also, so thank you to my sister for this beautiful little plant right here. I want to see what his reaction is to see if he laughs. I gotta water this precious little baby real quick. We'll just pour some of that on there. Yeah, there we go. All right. But yeah, we're gonna be talking about the server. We're gonna be talking about Minecraft. We're gonna be talking about some of the new changes that we like. I probably know a little bit more about it than Alex does, but we're gonna kind of talk about that. We're gonna talk about the netherite and all that good stuff. I know, Henry. We're very close, man. Two more followers, man. 2 more followers, and we are gonna hit 100, and it's gonna be amazing.
All right, I'm here.
All right, we were talking all the shit about you. We said you have a tiny penis.
No. A business call, and my girlfriend just needs me to go check on her cat. So I don't know if I'm gonna do that, but I'm here.
Right. Oh shit! What's this? Did we just get hosted? I think we just got hosted. Let me see who hosted us down at the bottom here. Because I don't have the actual stream manager up right now. I actually have the stream up because I want to see if there's any lag happening. Oh, thank you very much, Henry, for the host, man. I appreciate that.
All right, what did I miss? You start talking about Xbox and whatnot.
No, I was just talking about how kind of like what you do for a job, just as to why you got the phone call and stuff, because that happens to you a lot.
Yeah,
and then
people file lawsuits against me.
Yeah, and then I was gonna. Oh, dude, did we just get a follow? We think we did. Hang on, let me see who followed so I can thank them. This is sick.
Super Gamer 306, you're the man.
Super Gamer, dude, thank you so much, man. That's awesome. Let's go, dude. Hey, dude, we're one off from 100. By the way.
I need to follow you because I don't follow you.
What do you fucking mean you don't follow me, you big bitch?
Because I don't know the password to my Twitch.
Just make a dummy account or no, I'm kidding. Don't do that.
I mean, I could, but
Wonder where Super Gamer came from? I don't know, man, but for wherever he came from, dude, I thank you very much. I appreciate it. All right, so what we were going to talk about next was Minecraft a little bit and how you punching ghosts.
I'm ready.
I was going to talk about like just some of the new changes that we saw with it, like with the Nether and stuff like that. How large the server is, and just kind of how, just in general, how this game is probably the most simple thing in creation, yet has 10 years under its belt, and it's still being played by hundreds of thousands of people.
Minecraft is a perfect example of when a game is made and it's simple and they don't change from the simplicity that's good about it. It'll go on forever.
Yeah, I seriously think if Microsoft does it right, dude, they could literally, we're going to be 90 years old, and probably Minecraft's going to be the only thing that my eyes can handle at that point. So we're going to have to play a lot of Minecraft.
I remember leaving baseball practice, in like middle school, and my hitting coach would play Minecraft with us, and I'm like the fact that we're still playing this, and it's like 80 years later, I'm like, man, this is crazy.
That's what I'm saying, dude. And thank you very much, Henry. I appreciate that, buddy. Thank you. I want to talk about the server, dude, that we got going right now. So, all right, actually, you know what I'll do is we'll start with the Realms thing first. Can we just talk about how hot garbage that is? That's the only thing I have a complaint with Minecraft about. One, the setup is atrocious. Or at least, I don't know, maybe I'm just a boomer. And I'm just like that old man trying to figure out cell phones, which doesn't bode well for me for the future. Henry says, I have it. It's a good game. Yeah, Henry's one of the more rambunctious people on the server. Actually, we should say this. I will preface this. Henry is the one that made Big Chungus.
Nice.
And he made Cartman. Which is fantastic. How's it going, Inferno? Welcome to the stream, man. How's your day going? Yeah, so that's the other thing. I think too with Minecraft, like the server's getting huge, dude. Like you saw, I made Did I just have a stroke? I made train tracks to not only your house but to Ryan's house, and they're different railways. So, I don't know. Have you taken the railway yet from your house to my house?
Wait a second. Inferno saw a crazy movie. What movie is it, Inferno? I need to know.
Oh, shit. Yeah, we definitely just saw a crazy movie. Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
When you say crazy movie, I'm thinking something insane right now. And
Is
I don't
it?
know what movie it's about.
It's Avatar The Last Airbender, the Snyder Cut, so it's actually good. And he pronounces his name correctly.
There is no cut that could possibly make that movie good.
Yo, did you actually... Alright, before he puts it in the chat, did you see, like, the Snyder Cut preview? Fucking Darkseid is in it, bro.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
I'm like, what is this shenaniganery? It's similar to live-action anime movie.
Finding Nemo's crazy.
Finding Nemo is crazy. So he said it's similar to a live-action anime, but not an anime. So is it like the Attack on Titan movie that they made? Which I hope it wasn't, because that was kind of atrocious too. Have you seen that?
Alright, people eating chicken wings is probably the least appetizing thing to watch somebody eat.
Nah, dude. Hey, it's the ASMR. Get right into the mic and just.
Yeah. Nah, don't.
Yeah, dude. That Avatar. I love how we're still on Avatar.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
dude,
Avatar, you can throw in every game. They should have Avatar skins in Halo, Call of Duty.
dude, could you imagine that getting shot by Avatar Aang in Call of
Actually,
Duty?
why is there not an Avatar skin in Fortnite yet? I mean, they're like the most like quick to jump on the bandwagon of like Keanu Reeves and all these different things, Avengers. Why don't they have Avatar?
Right, dude. Yo, could you imagine? They'll probably make that into a game mode. They would have to, right? Like you could play as one of the characters if you found like a loot drop for it or something. Like, didn't they do that with Thanos and Batman?
Yeah, I know they did it with Thanos. And just like fly around and shoot people. I haven't played Fortnite in a minute. So.
Inferno said it's called Double World. Also, what's up, Shaggy? How you doing, man?
I will check it out for sure.
He said I saw it on Netflix, so it is on Netflix. What is it called? Double World here. I'm gonna write this stuff down, man.
Double World. I'm always down to check out some new stuff. Always down.
Absolutely. Yo, I was on Funimation the other day with Omi, and we were watching this show called Gleipnir. Bro, this shit. Yeah, dude. It sounds like a Viking thing, right? Yeah. No. Turns out it's like this kid. It's questionable to say the least, but for some reason, yeah, I told you about this the other day. But dude, I got so soaked into the show, like I'm waiting for her to come back over so that we can watch it again. And I'm like, why am I so into this right now? This is such a weird show. It's so weird. But Inferno said it was a good story with fancy martial arts. I am a big fan of fancy.
I like fancy martial arts. That sounds good.
Oh, 100%. Did you ever watch Into the Badlands on Netflix?
No. See, I'm like a cave dweller, man. I don't really watch anything.
Have we seen the Ip Man series? I personally have not. No, I haven't seen the Ip Man series, though I've heard that it's very, very, very good in terms of like the choreography with the martial arts. I think Mike Tyson's in one of them too.
I'm kind of rewatching Avatar: The Last Airbender. The last full show that I've watched was Breaking Bad, like eight years ago.
Oh my goodness, dude! Yeah, you gotta take some time. You gotta see some of these shows, bro.
I know. I don't know. It's like it's the same thing with video games. Like it's tough for me to like dedicate time and just say like, I'm gonna play this game. I'd rather just watch somebody's gameplay and just like skip in the boring parts, just get to the good stuff, know what happens.
Yep.
Not have to spend the money.
That's fair.
2-for-1 special.
That's fair. That's definitely fair. What was I talking about? I was literally talking about weird animes, and then we got onto the subject of TV shows, and I forgot where I was at. Damn. Oh, fancy martial arts, Into the Badlands. Got it. So, if you do get the chance, man, especially if you're into like crazy martial arts and shit, dude, Into the Badlands, I think it has Donnie Yen is the guy's name. He's like one of the, I forget his name, dude. I'll have to look at it, but he's in it. What's the guy from Hot Fuzz? He plays like he's the fat cop that goes around with Sean Penn.
Oh yeah.
He's in the show too. He's actually sick in the show. He does all sorts of crazy martial arts too, dude. It's awesome. And it's actually like, I was actually sad to know, because I guess the show was on like AMC or something, and I really hope that Netflix picks up its contract so they continue the seasons, because they ended on season 3, and I was so sad, dude, because I was like, I want more of this. That's how good it was. Inferno loves some crazy animes? Hell yeah, dude.
Shark Doritos 1222.
Hey, Shark's in there. We just got our... No, what? What's up? What's up, Henry? Wait, did Henry make another account just to follow us to get to 100? Let me see. He did. Henry, my dude, let's go. Thank you very much. 100 followers.
I guess. See, now I won't follow you until you get to 199 now, so I can be the 200.
All right, that sounds good. It gives me a goal.
Yeah.
We're at 100, guys. Thank you, guys. That's awesome. Let's go.
All right.
Let's
I'm
go.
ready.
Have you guys ever seen Shaolin Soccer? Inferno says.
I have never seen that, but it sounds cool.
Oh, we're getting hosts all over the place, dude. This is fantastic. Let's go, man. Who gave that host right there? 100 finally. I want to see who gave us the host here. Henry, yeah, yeah, Shaggy, we did it. So, well, Alex, I don't know if you know this, but I guess because we hit 100, and I promised the viewers that at 100 I was gonna do a face reveal for Lauren, because Lauren is like my little, she's like my backseat streamer. So we're definitely gonna do that.
Very exciting.
And we'll get Lenoxy on here. I'm gonna text her and let her know that we got to 100. Dude, we have 100 fucking. That's so sick, dude. I never thought 100 people would give a shit about anything I was doing. Oh man, that's awesome. All right. Even though some people made many accounts, is that how it works?
I have at least 90 of the accounts.
Oh Jesus, dude. Oh, dude, I was listening to that the other day.
24-hour stream.
Wait, what's up? A 24-hour stream. If we can get to... What's up?
I did that for COD Ghosts when it came out. Dropped like 18 nukes in 24 hours. It was pretty nice.
Dropped a nuke an hour. That's nice. So, for me to do a 24-hour stream, I think I'm going to have to hit 500 because I will have to plan that out because my day is almost as crazy as his.
I will be a part of it. I
You'll
want
be
to
a
play
part. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. You know what we should do?
24 hours, but I need to play some 24.
Oh, dude, you know what we should do then in that case? Maybe like for a Sunday, because I want to start doing Scary Game Sundays. Probably next week because I want to grab Subnautica because what game screams? Actually, we were just talking about this today. We haven't said much. We're still stuck on. We haven't even gotten to the fitness section of this yet.
We got the Xbox review. I'm ready to go.
Right, we haven't even gotten to the Xbox review. This is why I wanted to do a podcast, especially with this guy, because I was just like, dude, this is gonna be fantastic. Have I seen the show Norseman? Is that the one where the guy is like, it's like the guy with the long blonde hair. He's like, God, it almost looks like it's like in Norway for sure. They definitely filmed it in Norway, but it's like this dude. I haven't seen it, but I've seen things for it. I think.
I don't know. Inferno, you're naming all these great shows, and I'll be honest with you, any show you name, I probably haven't seen because I'm just not with it. But if you keep throwing me recommendations, I will watch the shows you give me.
Do you see what he just put in the chat? Some dude got his balls whipped in public.
Wow.
Are you trying to get me to watch the show, or are you trying to hurt my feelings? Because you're leading towards hurting my feelings and my soul.
That sounds like a good time.
Yeah, we did. We got 100 followers, Henry. It's almost like you made an alt account and got us to 100. What was I just talking about, though, dude? Before we got off of that. Oh, jeez, I just lost track.
I only have 2 chicken wings left in this box.
Oh, dude. Your powers, they're going to be going away. You're not going to have as much power. You're not going to be able to go Super Saiyan 3.
For what? For chicken?
Wait, what's up? Oh, yeah. If you don't have enough chicken, dude, you can't power the gains.
Well, I still have 2 boxes, though.
Inferno's like, didn't know you were into ball whipping. I'm not. That's, I can tolerate pain in many areas. That is not one of them. It's an American past. It's like baseball. It's right up there with baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's virtually the same thing.
All right, let's let's get into a little bit of that Xbox premiere.
Let's get it.
All right, if let's say this, we're both gonna just say I was gonna say, dude, let's just say one word to describe it. Alex, it sucked.
I I don't know, like how many of these obviously have come out since I don't know since the OG PlayStation days, right? But I feel like there hasn't been a good release since the 360, like PS3. I don't know about you, but the Xbox One and PS4 ones sucked, and then the E3s and Game Cons since I think have sucked. I think there's no gameplay. There's no gameplay here whatsoever. I don't want to see a movie trailer. I'll just go watch a movie if I wanted to do that. I want to play a game. Show me gameplay. And then they show Halo gameplay, and they said it's a demo with cheesy graphics. Like, all they talked about for the console was how great the graphics were, and then they show me demo graphics. Why would you do that? Not the brightest. Not the brightest. Whoever their marketing team is, I need to take their spot because they are awful.
This is why he's the guy on the podcast with me.
Terrible, man. Who's the guy from Xbox who has like a little beer gut, and he's like, I don't know, he's always there speaking about how great 60 frames a second is. Like COD 2 was 60 frames a second. COD 2 came out and like, when did Call of Duty 2 come out? I don't know.
Early 2000s, dude.
COD 2 was 60 frames a second.
I was barely using a controller at that point.
Frames. I don't care about it. Just give me a game that works. Halo 3 was 30 frames a second. I thought it was fantastic.
Wait, was Halo 3 really 30?
Halo 3 was 30 frames, and it was. Damn. That's why it's like kind of like slowish. Like you almost feel like a delayed reaction versus like
Oh, I see. So it almost that's why it kind of had that like almost that swaying kind of motion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you got like that like spacey feel. Like Rainbow Six Vegas was also 30 frames. Most games were actually 30 frames. COD was like one of the only games for a while that was 60 frames a second, and that's why it was so smooth. But I think Titanfall was probably like one of the first FPSs to toss that in. I could be wrong. But
we just got another follow. Let's go. Oh, it's another Henry. Henry is like Mr. Meeseeks at this point, dude. He just keeps spawning different versions of himself. Inferno says you guys got to play Far Cry Blood Dragon. Is it multiplayer?
That sounds amazing.
I've heard of that. I've seen it. It's like a futuristic kind of Far Cry. It's not like a super long one, but it dude, you want to talk about synthwavey, dude. My channel is all about synthwave right now, and it is in the synthwave category for sure. Yeah. Like it looks like an 80s fucking arcade game from what I saw.
I took over the rant on the Xbox portion. What are your thoughts?
Dude, I loved it. You went with it, man. If you got any more to say, please put it in there. So, all right. This is what I'm going to say. I thought the graphics, I mean, they didn't look terrible on the Halo thing. I thought they didn't look that bad. Then again, I could also be looking at, I'm also comparing it because the games that I've been playing lately is like Conan Exiles, which actually has decent graphics, but I've been playing Fable, which is literally a fucking 15-year-old game. So I've been playing games that are large but don't necessarily have the largest like graphics allotment, I guess. So it looked fine to me, but just knowing that they're going to make it better is good. Like there's certain things that I don't look at in in graphics. Like I kind of breeze over them a little bit until it's brought to my attention. Like when you brought it up, I kind of thought about it. I was like, yeah, it looked kind of like everything. It almost looked like nothing had texture, right?
Yes, that's the exact.
Like the rocks looked smooth. It looked like they'd been in the ocean for fucking 30 years, just wilting away, and then now they're put into this big thing here.
Yeah, Halo 3 to me, like the graphics were so great. Like there's so many scenes like in the sand and with the metal looked like just aged and
right, exactly.
I know it was a demo, so that the graphics weren't great, but to me, if you're a multi-million or billion-dollar company in this case, in Microsoft, how do you put that out and not clarify and be transparent that this game is the premier game for our release?
Doesn't look good.
And we know the graphics aren't great. Like, unless if they're just blind and unaware of what graphics look like, there's no way they looked at that and they were like, "This is amazing." The only thing I don't like is the graphics looked a little basic, and the grappling hook.
Yeah. I you know what?
I feel like it's really random. It feels random to me.
You know why?
Okay, it's the same guy, but now he has a grappling hook.
Yeah.
It's like okay.
Yeah, the grappling hook I definitely feel. Also,
year 2000 something, you're trying to tell me you couldn't come up with a better thing than a grappling hook?
I mean, didn't they have booster jets in fucking Halo 5? Like, couldn't you, like, fly for a little bit in Halo 5?
Yeah. I don't know. I just think just do away with the booster jet. Just give me more energy swords and stuff. Would have been cooler if he had a sword that came out of his forearm.
That would have been cool. Like an energy sword, but one that looks like it's the Marine Corps one.
Like
Oh,
had in that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, like give me like an energy.
yeah, like the Predator almost, dude. If he had that,
how hype would that be? I'd go crazy.
yeah. Also,
yeah.
Henry says PS5 is way better in his opinion, and Inferno says that sadly Blood Dragon is only single player. And yes, we are at 101 followers now, which is fantastic.
Sword that comes out of his butt. Now that would be surprising. no enemy would possibly see that coming.
No, I think you would get destroyed, dude. Destroyed by a butt sword. Could you imagine a butt sword?
I can see PS5 being better. I don't really know what they're going to be. I think PS4 is kind of meh, but I think Xbox One is just so bad that PS4 has made it look way better than what it is. But
I mean, you look at the specs, dude. I think they released the specs for, or at least the main components of what the Xbox Series X has and what the PlayStation 5 has, and some of the shit even has the same name. It's some of the they actually have some of the same stuff inside of it.
I think they're going to be very similar specs. I think the biggest thing is like the user face.
Yeah, the user face.
Yep. Such a great user face. It still takes me like 10 minutes to invite somebody to my party in PlayStation. Why are there so many steps? There should be like 5 buttons. There's so many unneeded things on there like that I don't need. It's like, poke your friend. Like, is this Facebook or PlayStation? What am I using?
No, 100%, dude. If they made things more ease of use. Like, I will say then again, like they haven't changed it since what, the PlayStation 2. Like the interface to actually pick the game that you want to play on PlayStation hasn't changed since the PlayStation 2. It's still that bar that you can scroll left and right. That's it. Right. And then it's got the other stuff above it. As for the actual, me and Alex have talked about this before. It's going to come down to the exclusives and what games are going to be good. If they can make Halo Infinite amazing, then yeah, I think that more people will buy Xbox. That'll be the thing. I mean, look at like Call of Duty, right? They realized that Xbox One. Actually, I'm going to go back. I'm going to have my own rant. When I bought the Xbox One, dude, you know what games it fucking had on it? It had Call of Duty Ghosts and it had Call of Duty Ghosts and the equivalent of Tetris. It had fucking 3 games, dude. I waited for 6 months when the game went on sale to fucking play games, dude. And the worst part was COD Ghosts didn't even look well, that's the thing. I bought it when it came out, so I fucked up, dude. I was like, oh, cool, they'll have COD Ghosts. I'm sure they'll have other cool shit. Yeah, no, turns out they got COD Ghosts, but COD Ghosts still looks like dog shit.
There's a dog in that game.
They are getting crazy with media feed. Wait, who's media feed? I thought I knew who they were for a second. There is a new Tetris. Well, yeah, you have like Tetris Battle Royale, which of all the games that I thought they wouldn't make a Battle Royale for, fucking Tetris of all games.
Why is Battle Royale blowing up? I mean, am I the only one that doesn't enjoy it as much as others? I mean, I don't know.
So, all right, I'll put it to you from this perspective. I think I get it. The reason why Battle Royales blew up so much, I think, is because when you have that downtime, at least from a streaming perspective, you have time to talk to the viewers. You can actually interact with your viewers and with the people that are in your chat.
Yeah. So
that gives them that like personality and that personability that people love to come to streams for, right? So I definitely think that's definitely part of the key to it. And it just so happened that when Fortnite released its Battle Royale and people started playing it and people could get really good at it, because it wasn't the first Battle Royale, not even close.
H1Z1 was out for like
H1Z1. PUBG had been out for a couple of years before Fortnite came out, or at least I'm pretty sure.
H1Z1 was the first. I think I saw people on, I don't know if they were on Justin TV yet before Twitch was even up, playing H1Z1 or some type of similar version.
Yeah. You know what I think? Oh, and actually, Inferno says, why didn't they add Pac-Man? Yo, Pac-Man would be sick.
Pac-Man over Tetris any day of the week.
Oh, 100%. 100%. And then, and he says, or Tron Bikes. You know what would be a sick game, dude? Is if they made the Tron universe like an open world game. Like you could, it all actually, you know, now that I think about it, that's kind of like what Cyberpunk is gonna be, except a little bit less like synthwave.
Yeah, and it's a little bit more hardcore because people are getting shot and stuff in the face.
Right. Yeah. Have you seen some of the gameplay for Cyberpunk, dude? It looks amazing.
Oh, it looks amazing. Looks amazing.
Oh, I can't wait.
That might be a
Cannot
game
wait
I'll have
till
to
it
pick up
comes
as
out.
well. Yeah, I don't know. For me, I look for the games that take the least amount of playtime because like when I get home, it's like I may have time to play like one thing.
Yeah.
So, like for me, hopping into a game of whatever multiplayer shooter I can hop into and just kill some people and then hop out. Like I can't be in this lobby for an hour.
Yeah.
Waiting for 100 people to die.
I think
I want to go play Battlefield. Like those games are super long.
My my longest game on Apex Legends was 30 minutes. Can you believe that? It got down to my longest game on Apex Legends lasted almost 30 minutes.
Yeah.
It was literally just like the last squad. It was me, Ryan, and Steve. And we literally were on top of the building and the ring had closed and the other team couldn't get out of the building. So, and to me, that's the shittiest way to lose or like win a battle royale, because it's like it just becomes a heal off. Who can get their heal off in the right amount of time? And I was like, who has the golden backpack, guys? One of you screwheads has to have it. Like, at this point,
I'm getting jacked up, man. I appreciate you calling me out, though. I respect that.
What's up? Wait, what's up?
Henry called me out for my trash bed.
Oh, his bed.
Yeah. But he also asked, what do we think is better, PS5 or Xbox Series X? I mean, to tell you the truth, I mean,
console-wise, they're going to be the same.
I want to say Xbox just because I'm praying to Jesus that it's good, because I feel like I just enjoyed gaming more when the Xbox was at the top of its game.
Yeah. We also didn't have to work as much too. That might have something to do with it.
Yeah, the games were just I don't know.
I do think they were better. I do think they were better.
Halo in its prime, you had, like we talked about earlier, you had your Assassin's Creed first coming out, you had your Call of Duty in its prime, you had your Gears of War in its prime, you had the other game that came out at that time. What's the one that's like underwater? We were talking about it before.
Subnautica?
No. It's like an older game. I was like underwater with the damn, I'm forgetting. He's like a big robot guy with his head.
I don't know actually.
Yeah, you do. It was huge. It was a big game. I'm drawing a blank.
Damn, dude, we're getting old.
So bad. There's like a little girl. There's a little girl in the game.
Oh, BioShock, dude.
BioShock. Yeah.
How did you not know what fucking BioShock was, dude?
I can remember. I drew a blank, bro.
The Little Sisters.
All those games came out and they were fire. So I'm gonna say Xbox Series X just because I hope it's better. What do you say?
I mean, I've had PlayStation since the PlayStation 3. So I am a big fan of PlayStation, mostly because I love God of War. And also at the same time, because they showed it right on the Xbox thing, Inferno says, I vote NVIDIA Shield.
I'm voting for the Ouya.
The Ouya! Nah, dude, I want the Soldier Boy console. It is. So I'm gonna have to, because I have a computer now. So they already said that they're gonna release all these new Xbox Series X games for PC as well, for Windows, for the Microsoft Store in Windows. So I'm gonna have to vote PS5 because I want God of War, because I didn't slog through that fucking playthrough on Give Me God of War difficulty for no reason. I want to see the next one. And a good thing about God of War, dude, that I saw that is actually sick was it was like a fan art, and it's literally Kratos sitting in Odin's throne with his spear, and he has this big long beard with like these braids in it and shit, and I'm like, that's the Kratos I want for the next game. Have we heard of the KFC console? Is that a thing? Please tell me that's not a thing. The KFC console? Is it made out of chicken? Because if it is, it's not going to last long because I'm going to eat that shit.
I'll crush the KFC.
I'm literally, dude, bones and all. I don't even give a shit.
Yep.
All right. Damn, dude. So, all right. Oh, wow. We just got stuck on just the Xbox and stuff. We didn't even really talk about some of the games. State of Decay 3 looks cool, but again,
There were no
trailer.
games.
They really didn't. They showed no gameplay, dude, other than Halo. Like, I don't know, dude. Like, that, it just seems so subpar.
How that guy came out and said, I'm really confident we're gonna beat PlayStation. Like, PlayStation showing wasn't really that good. Like,
No.
I think if the Xbox came out with, let's say they had Halo Infinite and they had, I don't know, 2 other solid games. Let's say like Perfect Dark and it was like dope graphics, sick gameplay, and maybe they threw in a third game like, I don't know, Unreal Tournament or something. I have no idea.
Yo, bring Unreal Tournament back. Real quick, Henry, Rolly, if you get a PS5, can you play Spider-Man Miles Morales? Dude, did you even have to fucking ask that? Come on now. Of course we're going to play Spider-Man Miles Morales. That shit looks insane.
Yeah.
And especially with the predecessor being that good. Alex, I'm going to have to let you borrow it, dude. Or get it or something. Because the Spider-Man game, dude, it was phenomenal. It was literally perfect. It was perfect in every way. They need to bring back Perfect Dark, Inferno said?
They do. There's a lot of great games that Microsoft is sitting on because they have their, like I talked to you about this, Mike, the other day. They have their teams working on like garbage like phone app games, like for like
the mobile game era, dude. Yeah.
I mean, again, we can do that, but I'm sure it doesn't take that much time to make those games. Like,
no,
there's
no way, dude.
People making garbage games. Like I remember when I sold PT to a guy and his wife who came from California, and he happened to work for Activision, and he was telling me that he was working on a part of the new Call of Duty, and he had worked on Call of Duty 2, and for everyone knows I'm a big fan, Call of Duty fan, and meeting that guy was super awesome, and he
worked for Activision.
Yeah, he worked for Activision. He was a part of Activision, but originally was a part of Infinity Ward for Call of Duty 2. And then got a job with Activision. So he just spoke to me about how different it was when they first started with the small team, being familiar with everyone in the office, to now he told me there was like 7 or 8 divisions of like 50 people per like studio in there. So like, you have to connect with over like 300 people just to organize your shit game. Which sounded very confusing to me, so I can understand how these games are like all jumbled up and all over the place.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and that kind of goes back. Also, yes, Henry, we will. I'll text Lenoxy. I don't know if it'll be tomorrow, but we'll see. So, but yeah, I agree, dude. There's. Let me put it this way too, right? Like if you've seen any of the Fable series that I've been doing, right? I've been doing Fable on Fridays, and I have been having a blast. And you know what I think I love the most about that game? Now, keep in mind, I played this game 15 years ago. I was 15 years ago. I'm not over 30, guys, don't worry. I was, 15 years ago, I was 12. I want you to think about that. I was 12 years old. I was the same age as Avatar Aang. And I am now 15 years later playing it. And they've only updated the graphics. That's what Fable Anniversary did. It updated the graphics. It changed some of the character models, like the white Balverine. Instead of just being this really big white Balverine that looks the same as all the others, they actually made it look different. Like, I love that. Like, that to me was incredible. And the best part about that game, it was so fucking simple. There was no reason, dude, to change anything in that game because it was funny, it was quirky, it had its stuff, but at its core, dude, it was simple. It had 2 buttons to attack, dude. That was it. It had actually, I lied. If you're using a melee build character, dude, it has 1 button to attack, and it's X. It has 1 button. You lock onto the character, you hit the button, you press Y to block. That's it. Everybody screaming face reveal. Yes, we mean Lenoxy. There's a little kid's version of Skyrim. Is it just
is really me? I just use a voice modifier. How disappointed would you guys be? I know that would probably crush it.
I know the face reveal is now. It's Alex, dude.
I'm just lying. I wish I had a wig around.
He just puts it on. I'm actually his sister.
If I had one of Alexa's wigs, I would definitely pop it on right now.
Hey, Shrek Swamps, thank you, man, for the follow. I appreciate that, and I also appreciate your name. What are you doing in my swamp? Love it, dude.
That was pretty solid.
That was pretty solid? I could do a pretty solid Scottish accent if I want to, dude. What are
I
you
wonder
doing?
why. You have to have Scottish in your blood, right? I know you're not just German.
Oh, jeez, man. I mean, have you seen? Look in my eyes, bro. They're blue as ice, and my hair is blonde as the sun. Actually, there's a little bit of Irish in there, dude. The beard's hitting the red going here. So I talked about that with my mom today, dude. I was like, I don't understand my body. It was like going through puberty all over again. I was like, how is the hair on top of my head, the hair in my eyebrows, and the hair on my arms all fucking blonde, but the hair that comes out of the front of my face is red, dude. It makes no sense. It's red with blonde highlights, dude. It makes no sense. I have no idea. I have zero clue as to what's going on with that. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a mutant. Professor Xavier must have forgot to come fucking get me, dude. Some text when Lenoxy, is there a text in the... Yeah, she has. If anybody's here, right, that is in the Discord, if you guys want to put an at Lenoxy, actually, if you guys spam her, that would be hilarious. Be like, he got to 100 face reveal or something like that. That'd be great. I'm sure she'd think that's funny. Dude, yeah, there's... Alright, that going forward. Speaking of Fable, which honestly I did not even know this until afterwards, but I started doing the Fable series and then realized that, and then it was you. I think I mentioned that I was playing Fable on stream, and you were like, "Hey, bro, somebody data mined this, and there's a copyright in there for a new Fable game." And you saw my expression. I was fucking locked in, dude. I was ready to go. I was like, "This is amazing!" Like they're bringing back one of my favorite games of all time. Like, no way, dude. This is gonna be amazing. Now, after the Xbox premiere, my hopes have dwindled a little bit, but also not. And the reason for that is the reason that we've been talking about. That whole Xbox premiere was nothing but trailers. There was no gameplay. Like, that I think is what PS5 did really well, is they set up a gameplay of something in engine. I don't know if it's what game it was. They said somebody's at your window, Alex.
Oh, probably. My neighbors like to climb in my house sometimes.
So, like, I think that's why PlayStation, even though PlayStation's might not have been great, they still did better than Xbox because they actually showed gameplay of something that's in engine that's not necessarily finished, but it's more finished than Halo right now. And then the very last part was the Fable trailer. And it looks great. I'm not going to lie. It looks fantastic. It looks really well done. The whole thing with the frog snatching up the little sprite at the end was hilarious in true Fable fashion. Like, they stuck with that. And I think it's going to be... I'm 100% certain. Alright, I won't say 100. I am 99.9999% sure that it's going to be an open world game, because Playground Games is the game that worked on Forza Horizon, which was a open world game.
I can bet $1 million it will be an open world game, because
And
Xbox
that's gonna be
needs
sick.
an open world game because they're getting crapped on by PlayStation with all of the...
Well, yeah, like, look, Ghost of Tsushima, going back to how this podcast started, dude. Fucking,
Yeah.
that game is amazing. From everything I've seen about it. I have no reason not to buy it. I haven't even seen gameplay because I don't want to ruin the story. I've seen, like, 30 seconds of gameplay, and it had nothing to do with the story when they, like, announced the game a long time ago. Yeah. And I'm like, I want to buy it. I want to take $60, put it on the table right there. Here, I have it.
Right,
I lied. I'm not going to use
my
it.
Parmesan garlic wings.
Ooh, oh, dude. The Palm garlic wings are so good from B-Dubs, man. All right. Wow, we spent a lot of time on games. I love it, dude. Yo, hey, guys, we're no longer going to call this games, gains, and frames. We're going to just call it games. It's just going to be games, the stream, the podcast. Still waiting. Oh, yo, that's another thing. So, Inferno actually got me onto this game called Craftopia. It looks sick, dude. It's on Steam. I don't know if it's for console, but it's on PC. I'll have to show you. It looks fucking amazing. It has a ton of shit in it. It's crazy.
Okay.
Anyway. Next thing. So to get into like kind of the fitness portion of this, can we talk about how DoorDash ruined my life?
Yes.
So yeah, DoorDash was terrible, dude. Like for the very first part of quarantine, I did quarantine very wrong. I was just ordering food constantly. I was like, yeah, give me that unemployment money, dude. That's great. We're going to use that to get food and not go grocery shopping because I don't want to catch the death virus.
You were DoorDashing like 3 to 4 meals a day.
No, not that many. It was maybe
Some days you DoorDash 3 times.
Yeah, that was one day. But no, there was like most days it was either 1 or 2. It was 1 or 2 a day. And you know what's crazy? It actually did not even take that much money to live like that. If I'm being honest, like it was maybe like $20 here, $20 there. Like I spend about that much on groceries in a week anyways, but the only problem is that it was for one meal rather than groceries for the week. You know what I mean? That was where the problem came in. That was where the issue was.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Inferno said that Craftopia is going to be cross-platform. So maybe me and you can play that shit, dude. That'd be awesome. We're gonna get you. I'm gonna make you like Kendrick, dude. You're gonna start getting features on all these things.
Sounds good to me.
So yeah, that was awful. There was a lot of Portuguese food that I ate. There was a lot of bread that I ate, and then I realized my mistake, and I had to lose probably more weight than I would have needed to originally. Actually, I shouldn't even say that. I was eating enough that I was maintaining. It was when I stopped doing that is when I started losing weight again. Like, and I started actually leaning out and being like, you know, not fat.
I was gonna say we were working out pretty hard the first few weeks. So I don't think it was really a bad thing that you were eating.
Yeah, we were
doing like 2.5-hour workouts. They weren't, you know, easy by any means. Especially some of the days we were going pretty heavy towards the back end there.
Oh my god, yeah, dude. What were we getting up to? Now, this may not seem like crazy heavy duty numbers to you guys because of everything that's on social media these days, where you got people like fucking Larry Wheels deadlifting 1,000 pounds. But dude, I think towards the end of it, because what was it? You and Nick got 405 or 415 for your 1 rep, and I got 385.
Yeah.
Deadlifts are my weakest lift, man. I don't know why. Squats, crush them. Bench, crush it, dude. Deadlifts, fucking atrocious.
Yeah.
It's an absolute travesty. Like, I don't know why.
DoorDash is clutch. I'm curious to see how Postmates does being bought out by Uber. Because I'm going to continue to buy my amazing foods through them because I appreciate. I remember listening to a podcast and this dude was talking about your time and he's like, "Do you value your time enough to not cook and just order food?" I'm like, "Wow, okay, that's a good point." I'm like, I'll just order my food now because my time is super valuable.
I mean, I can understand the convenience of it, and that's why it's so dangerous. Is just the convenience of being able to literally look at any restaurant and be like, "Hey, go pick up food from there for me."
Yeah.
Like to me, that's the biggest issue with it, right? That's what fucking got me like, oh yeah, yikes, dude. Like that's terrible. However, that being said, the quarantine was a big reset. 100%.
Yeah.
Because I've joked about it with my clients, but it's actually a very serious thing. Like I am in better shape now than when this quarantine fucking started. Because and this will kind of probably tie into the frames of mind stuff that we're going to get into later. And, you know what, too? I'm thinking about it now. I think, Alex, because we got onto games and we were on that topic for so long, dude, I think that idea that you gave me earlier today with, like, the 3 days a week for this or something like that is going to be a good idea. Because we're currently sitting at, like, I don't know, a little while here, dude. It's definitely over an hour for now. Yeah. So, I think that quarantine definitely was a reset. I mean, not saying that I would like to be unemployed again, but it was definitely a good time to just sit back, reflect, kind of almost let your creativity fly in a way. And that's both, especially with me and Alex, that's going into not only the fitness realm, but also video games. Like, obviously, I started streaming during the quarantine and stuff like that, and now here we are. I mean, 100 followers later, which to me is incredible. Like, I can't thank you guys enough for that. But that's It definitely gave perspective, I think would be the word. What do
Yeah,
you think?
I think that's a good point. Yeah, it was just a good time to step back and be like, back in high school with like no, just tons of free time and nothing to do. But um, it was nice to. I mean, I was still working, um, and had just a little bit more free time because most of my stuff was done virtually. So there's a lot of different skills that I think we both learned.
Oh
I'd
yeah.
never hired people from across the country or trained people from across the country virtually, which was cool. So, meeting and hiring people for the Texas gyms that we work for, and training people from New York and in their little square boxes and stuff, and still being able to
Yeah.
make money while everyone's locked down in their homes, I think was really cool. And especially hearing from some of those people that were locked down in New York. I don't know if anyone in the chat is from New York, but talking to some of those people and bringing them through workouts and knowing that they were all locked in and couldn't leave, I was like, wow, okay, we maybe don't have it as bad as some of the other spots. So that'll be it was definitely an interesting time to just learn overall.
Oh, absolutely. To answer your question, Shark, yes. What happens when quarantine ends, and what am I going to do with streams? So, we're kind of in a lucky spot over here in terms of quarantine. Massachusetts was hit definitely very hard. However, we haven't seen any spikes in COVID recently anyways. We're not like Florida, even Texas. Actually, Texas had a lot of spikes, but we're currently doing fine. So I'm actually back to work now. Eventually I will be getting back to work full time, where I have like all of my clients come back, and obviously I work for the same place that Alex works for, so and I'm getting a lot of clients over there as well. So the streams aren't going to end, dude. We're still going to be streaming. I will figure out a time to do them. I am going to probably, I have this recording right now through Streamlabs, so we're going to have all of this stuff. I'm going to have all of my stuff on YouTube as well. So if anybody sees that, I have it on the Twitch channel page. One of the buttons over there on the About section. You guys can definitely check that out. I don't have much on there right now. It's pretty much just my Conan live streams and a couple other things. But I think in terms of what I'm going to be putting on there, it all depends what you guys want to watch. You know what I mean? If you guys want me to put the live streams up there for when, if you miss some of the live streams or whatever, right? You'll at least have something to go check out when you're done. If you guys want me to do, I was actually talking about this with Alex. Me and him could do, movie reviews and stuff like that. I'm definitely going to put this on there. This podcast is definitely going up on YouTube for sure. But no, the streams are still going to be coming. I'm not sure what times. It's probably going to be a little bit later times because, I start work probably at 7 a.m. I have to get up for 6 because both of my jobs are almost an hour away.
Once the quarantine ends, I'm going to fire you.
Oh no! Whatever will I do? I guess I have to play more video games. Dude, I'd be so upset.
Yeah.
It'll
be fun.
You know what though? If I did something wrong and you were like, "Hey, oh shit!" If I did something wrong and you were like, "Hey, Mike, I gotta get rid of you," I'd be like, "Yeah, that's fair." I would rather you do that and not taint my friendship with you. I don't care, dude. Your friendship to me is more important than any job.
You're doing fine.
But yeah, that on that note. But kind of going into that though, like definitely was a reset. Definitely allowed us to kind of refocus, because I know with the things of life sometimes, dude, like you get lost, man. You get so focused on one thing that like you get the blinders on and you don't see this beautiful landscape that's around you. And all these things that are open to you. Like I never thought I would be sitting here with this great fucking setup, doing this with my best friend. Like this is a great thing right here, and this kind of helps with those creative juices and just doing all that stuff. And to me, at least to me, dude, fitness is a lot more than just lifting weights. It's also like your mental fitness. There's a lot that goes into it. I'm a big fan of kind of just being open to the world around you. Yeah. So now we kind of brushed up on this with the introduction at the beginning of the stream. Me and Alex are both, well, he's no longer a personal trainer. He's more of the person that hires and manages the personal trainers, which you're at a point where you don't really have like a title yet. They don't have a name for your position.
Technically, the area fitness director, kind of, and hiring development guy. I don't really know. I have my own random name, but
Whatever you make up, that's what you are, dude.
I do the stuff they need me to, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
I get stuff done.
Yep, and I'm a personal trainer. To answer your question again, Shark, why did I start streaming? Yeah, he's technically my boss, but don't say that too loud because his head might start to swell. It won't fit on the screen.
I actually before I hired you.
Yeah, yeah. It was actually. Can we talk about that for a second, dude? All right, so what? No, not even the interview, dude. Just the fact that I went into the place, like I went into the gym the first day, and nobody knows that me and Alex are friends. So we kind of played it off like, yeah, we're from the same town, but we don't know each other. So we're super professional and stuff like that. He's like, oh, hey, Mike, how's your day going and stuff like that. Instead of the customary, what's up, man? How you doing? Like, oh, it was so much fun. And it's still so much fun, dude, because nobody knows. They have no clue. They have no fucking idea.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta keep it professional, you know.
Yeah.
Anytime you're hiring friends, I've seen plenty of issues in the past with people's friends getting hired that I've had to fire because they sucked at their job, and it makes you really question their friendship when you half-ass your job and you're friend with somebody that hired you, you know. So I didn't kind of question hiring you at all, especially knowing I wasn't really going to be working there directly anymore. But last thing you want is for somebody to think that you're getting special privileges. So I think we played it right.
Played it well. Oh, yeah.
My acting skills.
Oh, absolutely. Also, G Flash, thank you for the follow, my dude. Appreciate you. Hope your day is going well. Hope your weekend is nice. Yeah, dude, I agree though. Like, and that's the thing too.
Inferno's right. I am the guy that gives people the shakedown.
Let's go. What was I talking? Oh, all right. So we were on the why I started streaming. So quarantine was actually why I started streaming, dude. Because I was playing, I mean, when quarantine first started, dude, I mean, you can ask Alex. We had so much time in a day. We were playing 8 hours of Apex Legends a day, me and my buddy Ryan. He's also another amazing friend of mine, dude. Like, would jump in front of bullets for these guys. But yeah, we were playing like 8 hours a day for Apex Legends. I was like, you know what? Let me play some Apex, dude. I'll just stream it. Fuck it, dude. I'll use it on my PlayStation. Why not? Let's do this. And I started doing that and realized that FPSs make me very angry. And it doesn't make for a good stream. That's why Warzone is only on Wednesdays, and it's why I play it with other people, because I don't get as angry when I'm with other people.
We played Apex, and I tried to carry, but unfortunately my professional Call of Duty skills were on.
Carry. Okay, dude. Nah,
anyone
dude.
in the chat wants to know, I'm an ex Call of Duty professional player, and
dude, Apex on console sucks. I don't give a shit what anybody says, dude. Our internet here blows. Felt like I was shooting fucking marshmallows at people. Yeah. Freaking hit a guy with 40 bullets. He doesn't fucking die. What was that?
I was playing all these games and was thinking about setting up his stream, and I'm happy you did it, man, because I streamed for a little while back in Modern Warfare 2 days with my Hauppauge HD PVR that I spent $300 on.
My God, dude. You can get an Elgato now for like $150, dude.
I know. I think I made it to like 50 subscribers, and I was like, you know what? Screw this, man. I've had enough.
Damn, dude. But that, to be the long and short of it, I mean, that's pretty much why I got into streaming. And then Dragon's Dogma came out, and I had never played Dragon's Dogma up until that point. And that's kind of what started me into like streaming. And I was like, wow, I'm having a lot of fun with this. And I still remember the name of the first guy that followed me, and I was so hyped. Well, obviously, you have Lauren. Lauren followed me. Lauren's boyfriend Phantasms followed me. And then this guy, who was somebody I had never met, somebody I did not know in real life, and his name was it was something gamer. It wasn't Super Gamer, who was with us earlier today. It was something gamer, dude. And he was giving me tips on how to play the game because, dude, I was fucking trash, dude. I literally tried catching this, like, you have to catch this dude, and bro, this guy was juking me like he belonged in the fucking NFL. I was like, I tried grabbing him, dude, and he would just bolt off past me, and I'm like, what the fuck, dude? How do I get to this guy? Yeah, so that's how I started streaming, and then I noticed that I was getting a good following from playing like RPGs and games like that, which is why I like playing RPGs and builders now. I don't like playing too many first-person shooters just because I get way too mad at them.
Especially if you play me one-on-one, then you get mad.
Yo, dude, I said I don't like playing them because I get mad. I didn't say I was bad at them, you big bitch.
Like, right.
I might have missed it again, but last time I saw Mama Ruli, I barely saw her, so maybe one day we can see her. Yo.
I asked if you play workout games. What kind of workout games? Are we talking about like
workout
those
games,
like
dude.
Wii workout games?
Play like Wii Sports.
If there's any good workout games out there, I might play them, but
oh yeah, dude. Yo, Wii Sports.
You know what
was
game
great.
gave me a workout was Guitar Hero. For anybody that ever played Guitar Hero, I used to sweat my ass off playing that game. My forearm would be like inflated.
Just Popeye forearms, dude.
Yeah, man, it was crazy.
But Shark, yes, I think along with a 24-hour stream, maybe at like, I don't know, 1,000 subscribers. Not subscribers, I'm sorry, I'm thinking YouTube. 1,000 followers. If we can get to 1,000 followers, I will get my mother on stream.
Oh, shit, okay.
Yeah. I will have Mama Roli come down. No, because you know why, dude? She came down and she like kind of waved, but my mom doesn't know what field of view is, so literally her hand came out from like over here and it was just like hi. So that's what I think we'll do. What about dance games, dude? I'm a terrible dancer. Are you good at dancing? I cannot
play Dance Revolution to save my life.
Oh, dude, I'm pretty sure I would die playing Dance. Guys, we need to make a lot of fake accounts. I get popping, guys. But also, just seriously though, like views, come on. We want to get up the tiers on those things there, man. We want to get... So, I actually, this is the thing I didn't realize about Twitch when I started. So, apparently, the more viewers you have, the higher up on the list you are. So, it actually makes it very difficult for you to get discovered. So, I literally was sitting there and I was like, huh, now I understand why people use those fucking view bots, dude. So they get further up on the list, people see them, and so forth and so on, and you go from there. And then I thought to myself, I was like, wow, what a shitty thing to do. She better come down and slap you with a banana cream pie. Yo, that would be hilarious. You just see my mom come down and just...
Don't waste a perfectly good gram.
I'll eat the whole pie. I'll have some stuff underneath me so that it doesn't get on the floor. We're not using this chair because I don't want this chair to smell like milk. What's up, Wolf Carlos? Welcome to the stream. This is my best friend Alex, who is also my boss and my co-podcast partner. And we're going to be the ones who run this podcast.
I eat food all day long, so I figured it was only necessary for me to eat food on the podcast.
Yes, 100%. So, yeah, well, at 1,000 followers, we'll get Mama Roli on there. Actually, you know what's really sick, dude? If I look at it, because I have the stream up. Sorry, guys, you just got a really good view of my forehead and how brightly blonde my hair is.
What if I force our entire staff and talk to our marketing team to put your entire like Twitch channel out on the website of the gym?
That'd be sick. Be like, hey guys,
30,000 followers for the gym. We'll just post it up there. You'll get a few.
Oh, 100%. Yo, I mean, honestly, if we're being for real though, one of my clients texted me the other day, and her son actually wanted to check out my stream. So I was like, I told her right off the bat, I was like, "Are you sure about this?" Because he's a little bit younger. So I was like, "Are you sure?" I swear a lot. She's like, "Oh, that's fine." I'm like, "Oh, all right." No, when you're streaming, you're the boss. He is the coworker. Guys, you're gonna make my head start to swell, man.
Don't fire him, guys.
Yeah, guys, shut the fuck up. I gotta make money so I can make the stream better, you sons of bitches. What are you doing? I should play a scary game at your choice followers? Wait, what do you mean by choice followers, Henry? Oh, at the choice of your followers. Well, don't you guys want me to play Subnautica, man? I'm gonna play Subnautica, and I'm gonna freaking get this. Oh, hey, look at that jug, man.
I was trying to find my water, dude, but there's nothing in this.
Dude, I actually have to grab. Do you need to grab a water? Because I need to grab a water too, dude. I'm literally sitting here like my mouth is cotton mouth right now, dude.
I'm pretty good.
Yeah, you good? All right. Maybe a little bit. We'll take like a 5-minute break to go grab some. Maybe not.
All we have left is the motivation piece, right?
No. We're still working on the. Well, yeah, I guess we're working on the fitness. But yeah, anyway. Let's see. Swearing is the one thing. Did you warn her about the other stuff? So, that being said, there's a part in Fable. Now, this was completely coincidental, and I had forgotten it existed. So, and Alex doesn't even probably know this. So, in Fable, there's a there's a part where you go into this woods, and in the woods there's a little path, and this little path leads to this very beautiful place, which is a whorehouse.
That's so great.
So you literally come out, and it's a or I shouldn't say that. It's a bordello. It's a bordello. So it's basically a
fine establishment.
Yeah, dude, it's basically a place where prostitution is a thing. So I go in, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, oh, I forgot about this, guys. So just for the content, dude, I fucking go in, I talk to each one of the prostitutes, and I wasn't planning on purveying their services. I was just going to talk to them because they all have different personalities. So I was like, all right, let's go talk to this one. Of course, the first one I talked to was like, yeah, I am Hedwig. Let me do this to you. You will be my slave. And I'm just like, no! What's up, Panda? Who is this? This is Alex. He is my best friend, my boss, my I don't want to say partner in life because that would mean my gay lover. But no, this is my best friend, dude. It better not be cheating on me. All right, dude. What's up, Eternal? Finally back home after 3 days, borrowing Borderlands 3, streaming it for a while, so it's not just Conan anymore. There you go, man. You got to branch out, dude. So anyway, so I start talking to these other girls. Then you get the one that's like, ooh, I am the luxurious girl. Come with me. And I'm just like, oh, jeez. All right. I've met your type before. You're that instant thought. All right. Oh, no. Then we get to this other one, dude. And I'm like, oh, for the love of fuck. It's a grandma. She's like, oh, the boys used to call me Pretty Polly back in the day. Do you want to purvey my wares? And I'm like, no, please, for the love of God, no. Damn. So I talk to all the girls, and then I go around the back of the house, because there's a demon door. There's like a door that if you open it, there's like special loot in the back. So I'm like, all right, well, let's see what this thing is. And I should have expected this, dude. I talked to it, and it's like, oh, you're just a fledgling. You're a little virgin. You've never had sex with anyone. So I'm like, oh, no. Well, I'm in a place where I can have a lot of it to open you. So I go back in, and of course, dude, everybody in the chat is like, Hedwig, BDSM. And I'm just like, all right, guys. So, of course, that's who I go with. We do the do. And, of course, the whole... Now, it doesn't show anything, but there's voices. And she's like, yeah, get on your knees. Yeah, you are Hedwig's slave now. And I'm just like, oh, for the love of fucking Christ, dude. This is not what I was expecting to do today. Yeah. So, yeah, I did all that while my client's son was in the chat. But I got the door open and I got the pimp hat.
I'm sure he enjoyed it.
Oh, man. So, yeah, that was hilarious, to say the least, dude. I was, yeah, but, yeah, that was basically it, dude. Jesus Christ. It was interesting. No, well, I don't know what he's into, man. I've never seen what he's into, dude. See, you saw that in the chat, right? Welcome to Twitch, Alex!
Yeah. All right, so this is what Twitch is all about.
Damn, dude. All right. Oh shit! Is my computer? Oh no! Hang on. Maybe if I go really close and then kind of back up slowly, oh, it did it again. My camera got all blurry. Oh, there we go. All right, much better. I don't know why the camera does that, dude. It fucking like gets out of focus if I move too fast. All right, which door was I opening? I was opening the one in the back of the bordello, and dude, I wish I had a thing for it. If anything, bro, I need to clip it and make it something. I wonder if it's copyrighted, because it would be hilarious to have it on stream, like when something happens. I don't know what, but it needs to be there. Oh, dude, it was so funny. It was great. And then also, just for the shits and giggles, after I was done with Hedwig, the chat was like, all right, now you gotta go, tickle grandma's fancy. And I was like, no, dude, like, not pretty Polly, please.
You're winning out there.
Oh, dude, yeah. And I did it all for free because I saved the bordello from... I get this, dude. The guy who owns the bordello, his name is Mr. Grope. Because he gropes the women. I was like, well, that's a little on the nose there, Lionhead Studios.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man, right?
Yeah, I do have a decent amount of shoes. I have like 30-something pairs.
Can your boss be my granddad since you're my dad? Sure, it's Grandpappy Rexzilla.
My girlfriend calls me Grandpa, so that could actually work.
Look off! Yeah, dude, he's got a ton of shoes. I did not mean Fidos. I meant those.
I was wondering what Fidos was, but I was just rolling with it, man. You're good.
All right.
Running shoes, and that's about it. I got a ton of running shoes and like one pair of boots or something.
Yeah.
Can I point? What side do I point to? It's gotta be this side.
My shoes are all down, down here somewhere. They're in the
dress
back.
shoes are on the top row, and then I got like all the runners and stuff.
Isn't it weird, right? Trying to like find stuff on it. You're like, yeah, that thing right there.
It is a little difficult, at times.
All right. So now the last thing we have is putting yourself in like the win mindset. So this is where we kind of get into the frame of mind portion of frames, of games, gains, and frames. So this is exactly the kind of stuff that me and Alex thrive on. I think just being personal trainers, we got really good at this because we love motivational stuff. We want anything that can help motivate our clients, anything that can help, just in general put you in the right mindset to succeed and to essentially do anything, man. Like, I'm a big believer in you can do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Yeah, 100%.
Also, I think Inferno's a little miffed about the fact that Alexa calls you Grandpa. Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Because I'm a year older than my girlfriend, she thinks that's like a huge age gap, so...
Oh.
So, yeah, Grandpa it is. I don't have any white hair yet, but I'm sure if I look close enough, I might find some.
At 25.
But yeah, the 25 years young.
If anybody's grandpa, it's me, dude. I'm the old man of the group. All right. So the thing in that putting yourself into the win mindset. That's kind of what I labeled it as on my notes here. So what that I think means is, especially this kind of ties back into the quarantine reset. Like we most definitely got put into that win mindset. Like we were like, okay, we can't go to work, we can't do all this stuff. What can we do to make ourselves better? And it was really good putting ourselves there. Like, maybe we'll start with this. Alex, what are some things that you notice that you do differently now?
Then what? Like at the beginning of quarantine?
Yeah. Just like anything that's a little different, or anything that like you think was like, you know what, that put me in the mindset. Like, because I'm going to go ahead and say it, dude. I think that both of us were right. We were kind of sick of where we were at when quarantine started. We were both kind of just like, dude, what the fuck is this? Like, why is this a thing?
Yeah, 100%. I think, you can be so easy to get caught up in like your day-to-day grind of work and just like, all right, next paycheck, all right, next bill you got to pay, next whatever it is, next position I got to get promoted to. And I think, the long hours we were both doing, meeting up at the gym at 10 p.m. at night to get a workout in where we were finishing at 11:30. And then I was waking up and going to work for 6 a.m. the next morning to go and manage a team of 12 coaches, hire trainers for other gyms, and deal with angry people trying to sue me for $3,000, refunds and things like that. So, it's easy to get caught up in the BS. And then, this was a chance to take a step back, play some games, work out, get some sun, get outside, which was good.
Oh, dude, I think the sun is the biggest thing too.
Try to read some books. If you guys don't like reading, I hated reading in high school, but man, do I love reading now. Inferno, you got the gray in your beard, man. I think gray beards are sick, so keep rocking it. But
I definitely agree with the reading. Like I used to. I mean, I'm not saying that I hated reading. I loved reading. I just think you have to read the right books. You have to read the books that are gonna stimulate you. You know what I mean? And I think we found those, especially from where we were at in our lives. Oh, that's right. That's one of the books that I wanted to talk about. Do you actually have Relentless, like on the shelf there?
As long as you gave it back to me, I should.
You never gave it to me. It was an audiobook, remember? You gave me the one thing.
I might have given it to my mom to read.
Ooh. Yo, your mom is going to be crushing it.
My mom, she already finished it. I have it.
Inferno says he's not a big reader. So, I mean, granted, this is also for me and Alex's perspective. So
I never read a book in high school. The only thing I used was Spark Notes, and I didn't even read those. I cheated off my friend Tyler.
Yeah. So that book that he just said, like, if you feel like you're in a place where you don't know, like you want to be successful, right? Isn't that the thing with everybody? Everybody wants to be successful. Everybody wants to do something with their lives at some point. I would definitely give that book I would highly recommend that, because it puts you into that win mindset. That book specifically is kind of what started me reading more books, got me started into, making sure that, like, oh, this is actually sick, dude. Like, I love being in this mindset, because once you get out of that dark place in your mind and you start realizing the possibilities, and it's going to sound cheesy because you hear all these, major sport athletes say it. You hear all these big celebrities say it. But once you get into that mindset, dude, you realize that, and I've said it on stream before, right? It's the Kobe thing all over again. If you don't like what you're doing, even though it's a tough decision, do something else. Do something that is going to feed you passion. It's going to feed you all this knowledge. It's going to feed you everything that's going to make your soul feel good, man. Because I'll tell you what, life is more than just going through it, paying bills and working. It's more than that. You have to develop into your own person. You have to be the person that you're supposed to be and the person that you want to be. That was some fire shit, I'm not going to lie. I felt good about saying that.
My goal is to stop working for BS, greedy piles of shit, and dedicate myself to helping people. How do you want to help people, Inferno? What do you feel people need the most help with, and in what way do you want to help? That, I think, is the first step you have to start with, no matter what. That was why I think both Mike and I got into training. I know when I first became a trainer, the reason why I started even working out was, like, going through high school. I had a ton of anxiety, right? My entire life, a ton of anxiety stopped me from doing a lot of things that I wanted to do, whether, if it was sports that I was playing to the grades that I had, just didn't have the focus and the attention, and came to a point where I was like, hey, I want to better myself. I want to motivate myself, have some drive, feel strong, feel confident, and that's why I started exercising. And I figured if it worked for me, then it was something I wanted to impact other people with. So I went from being somebody who didn't have a job, didn't have a license for a while, or even a car for that matter, to being a trainer with only a handful of clients, to then, working full time as a coach, being then a lead trainer on a staff, to then managing a team, to now managing multiple clubs, to now hiring across the country for a gym. So, you can start small and still be able to represent yourself in a way that in 3 or 4 years you may not even recognize the path that you've gone down. It's it's important to keep moving forward, to not be afraid to identify things you have a tough time with and that you struggle with. Put them out there. If you feel like you're not intelligent, don't be afraid to say it. I felt like I was always, just really dumb with certain, like, subjects. I felt like I didn't know anything about math, so I'd buy math books or specific things. I'd listen to audiobooks about whether if it was stocks or, filing, whatever, taxes, or just basic payments and things like that I want to learn about. So, you just gotta keep taking those steps forward, keep thinking positively, and give yourself some positive words every time you wake up. My goal is
So
Inferno to hit me with what he was trying to help people with.
yes. So to kind of go into that while we're waiting for kind of Inferno's little for his answer. To answer your question, Shark, if I could use a time machine. Oh, hang on. Yes.
Inferno's been fighting a lot of legal battles.
So he's actually been telling me this about it on the stream. So yeah, he's got some shit, man. These people are. I agree, man. Like from what he's told me, these people are just. They're greedy. They're not valuing their employees.
What do you
all.
do for work, Inferno? What does he do for work? Do you know?
I think he's a union member. No.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
I think you work for a union, right, Inferno?
Unions are difficult these days. Unions were built in the past for supporting their staff. No, so not a union. What do you do as a career, Inferno? Once you get a chance to drop that in there.
Yeah, I just to kind of answer Shark's question and I'll tell you in a reason why.
Security guard, got it.
Oh, security guard. Okay, so that's what he was telling me about. Yeah. I know exactly. Which that sounds like a tough job to begin with.
Yeah, I've had Mike. Do you remember Adam? We worked out with. So he works as the asset protection for. He's worked at it for a while, close to 7 years now. Yeah, it's definitely not easy, and it's I think depending on what company you work for, it can definitely suck for sure. Like different brands and organizations, depending on where you're at, if they're really large and being connected with their staff, they don't necessarily care. I've worked for small family companies, and I've worked for multi-million-dollar companies. I've shook hands with people who have more money in the left wheel of their car than I've had combined in my life. It's interesting to see the different perspectives and how different people are treated. Whether they look through you like they don't care or not, and that I think can be a motivating factor as well. To push yourself to be successful. That way you don't have to, hope that somebody else treats you right. You can treat yourself right, and then have your own business to treat people right.
That right there. So, I've been through 4 companies. Yeah, no, I believe me. If anybody's been through more companies than God, it's been me.
You worked like 10 million jobs. And I feel.
Dude, until I became a trainer, I now that I think about it, even when I became a trainer. But all right, let's kind of. I'm gonna do this for real quick, and then I want to
like it. I love food.
Before that, yeah, dude, there you go. Construction 6. How did you like culinary, man? Like that's the thing, right? I started off right. So my first job was working at a convenience store. I worked at a convenience store in the mall near where I live. And I worked there for 2 years. And then I moved to another job there, moved to another job there, until I eventually wound up at a cable company working in their business, in their billing department. Basically, I was the guy that, you heard, welcome to so-and-so. How was your day, Ben? What can I help you with? My bill's not fucking the same as it was 2 weeks ago, and it's 30 cents higher. That was me. I was that guy that got those phone calls. And at some point, at like maybe the year mark, what ended up happening was, the reason I had originally gotten this job was to go through and to become a technician, so that I would go out onto the telephone poles, I would go into people's houses, and I would fix their cable and their internet, and that was the goal that I had. So that was what I had set, and those guys make good money. They make really good money. So that was my thing. I was like, all right. Let me do this. Let me do this for a year and then do it. So my year came up. I went for the interview. Didn't get the job. Now, this is where that company feeling comes in. When a big corporation doesn't give a fuck about you. The guy called me, told me I didn't get the job. So now I am perfectly fine because I love taking ownership for stuff. If I didn't do something... Oh, you still there, Alex? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
I just got to reset my...
Yep, good. Oh, there we go. All right, cool. So, I am perfectly fine with not getting a job. If I didn't do something to the best of my ability, I don't think I deserve to get a job. But I did. I did everything I could in my power. And the guy told me that I wasn't passionate enough about the job to be a technician, a guy that goes out onto a fucking telephone pole. He told me that I did not show enough passion for the job. And I was like miffed because, I mean, you guys have seen me on stream. I'm a passionate person. I do fucking all kinds of crazy shit. You know what I mean? Like, to me, there is nothing that I am not passionate about. I took that job for a year to make sure that I could go and do that. So when he told me that, I was a little miffed. Turns out, they actually hired the guy that they hired had 3 years or 2 years of technician experience, and he already knew how to like hook everything up. He already knew all the stuff that they were going to train him, so they didn't have to train him. If they had just told me that, I think I would have been fine with it. Like, okay, this guy has far more experience than I do. I was not in this field. Like, yeah, I'm fine with that. That's good. Exactly. You do a job, you do it with pride. Exactly. So when they told me that, I got it in the back of my head. I was like, okay, I wasn't showing enough passion. That clicked something. Something clicked. Something inside of me was like, you know what? Fuck that. I don't want to do that job anymore. What do I want to do? And at the time, I had just started working out, which is another story that involves this guy right here. That's going deep, many years back, because that's where it starts. But anyway, let me finish this one first. Yeah, exactly. I hate when they undermine you as well, because if he had just told me that and been honest with me and been upfront with me, I would have definitely said, okay, that's fine. I understand that. But I was passionate about working out. I loved working out. I thought I knew a lot about working out. So what I did was I went out and I said, you know what, I'm going to be a personal trainer. So I went out and I bought my first personal training certification, my general certification just for basic level fitness. From that point, I dedicated myself to doing that. Like, I would work on this at home. I would work on it on my break, and I loved it, dude. It was all this information that I thought I needed for being a personal trainer. Now, as with most jobs, the farther you get into the job, you realize that you don't necessarily need to know some of these things. You can know others, but that's a different story. So I got to a point where one day I'm sitting at work. I take this phone call. This dude calls up, and he immediately starts fucking yelling at me. And I was done. I was done, dude. I said, you know what? You could literally hear me on the phone. Like, you knew in my phone. You knew that I was done. Like, over the phone, I was like, yeah, uh-huh. You got it, sir. I'm sorry, yeah. All right, cool. All right, have a great day. Click. Like, none of that cheeriness was there, none of that. So my boss calls me in. And Alex knows what's coming. So he brings me in there and he's like, dude, that's one of the worst calls I've ever heard. And I went, I really don't give a shit, dude. I'm just having this job until I become a personal trainer. And he was like, well, you can't do that. You gotta either have to, do this job or you have to leave. And I looked him square in the eye and I was like, okay. And I got up and I walked out and I sent him my letter of resignation that day. So then the big boss calls me in and he goes, hey man, what's the problem? And I'm like, I'm just done, dude. Like, why does it have to be this big deal? I'm done. This place sucks. This job sucks. Like, I don't want to deal with this anymore, man. I'm all set. So from that point on, went over to become a personal trainer, worked at this really shitty big box gym. I don't know if I can say its name. I'm not going to, just in case of copyright.
I'll probably want it just in case.
Yeah, just in case.
Who knows who's still working for them?
But yeah, it's wow. It was interesting, dude. Holy shit. I worked for this place, and my first paycheck was $17. 17. I want you to keep that in mind. My first paycheck, I worked with 2 clients that week. It was $17.50 because it was 2 half-an-hour sessions. But stuck with it. Went to another gym. That gym, I worked there for 2 years. It was pretty good. The boss was a bit of a douche, so I left. Actually, I shouldn't say I left. I actually said something, and I said something again, and I got fired from that job because the boss didn't like what I had to say about him because he was the problem. He was absolutely. Now, again, I am a person that loves to take ownership of everything that I do. So I guess I could have done some things better, but to be honest with you, I was tired of his shit. Yep, $17, Wolf. My first paycheck was $17. So then, obviously, my paychecks got a little bit better when I went to the second place. Went to the third place, which is actually I'm still working there. I work at two different gyms. I work at the one that he works at, and I work at another one in a different city. So I started working there. Clients slowly started coming in, and I really started making good money, like decent money, not crazy money. I mean, personal training is tough to do. Any sort of, you have to be in a large area with a very high demographic, I feel, to really excel at personal training. Otherwise, you have to do it in the same place for 20 years. I wasn't about to sit at one of these places for 20 years. It's not going to happen because I don't want to be a trainer for that long. The trainer is just a stepping stone to get further. So now I'm there, making decent, and now I'm at the place that Alex works, and I actually can make a living off of doing the thing that 5 years ago I left this other job because I was like, you know what, fuck this. And the reason that I tell this story and why I find that this story is really good to help people move forward is because I took control of my own life. I said, you know what, fuck that. I am going to go to a place where I have to talk to the clients, where I have to convince them to get personal training, where I need to make sure that because it doesn't end with the consultation with a client. It doesn't. So the consultation is just to get them to give you their wallet and to make sure that they want to make this purchase to get personal training, right? To make them see that. What really keeps and is the best way to make money in personal training is to keep that client, is to almost become that person's friend. And I don't mean that in a fake sense. I mean that in a real sense. Like, you know what this person's schedule is like on a day-to-day basis. You talk to this person about personal things. You get to know this person. You get to be in their mind. You get to actually become like somebody that this person actually talks to you, right? That's where it becomes. And that was one of the lessons that I learned over the course of that personal training career so far. And that is why what I think I'm doing is the best decision I've ever made in my life. Has it taken me a while to get back up to where I was? Yeah. Do I mind? No. Because now I'm in a mindset where it's up this way. It's up that way. It's going. It's keeping to go that way. Right? So that's my story of personal training. And that's why I think and I know that was kind of long-winded and whatever, but I agree. I think that you guys, whatever you want to do, if you want to do something, and just do it.
So Inferno, I've been reading your breakdown there, and
sorry about that. That was long.
I fully respect your hustle, man. That's that's obviously a lot of stuff to go through, and I think Mike and I think everybody else, anybody that's had a job has gone through shitty management situations, spots that aren't great, and I think there are people out there that are managing that aren't leaders. There's a difference between a manager and a leader. Right? There's a difference between somebody who leads and somebody who's a leader as well. Somebody who stands up for their staff, knows how to speak to them in certain ways, works on how to actually speak to people. That is a skill. It's not something that you naturally have. And knowing, how to steer a company and a team in a direction for success is something that's very difficult to do, and it takes work and it takes effort. It's not something that anybody can step into, no matter how many years they've been in it. And I think that's an issue with a lot of jobs. Is they'll step in, I'm not saying I've had a million jobs out there or that I'm, have any special qualifications to speak on this. I can only speak from my own experience, right? But from just the jobs I've had and the different positions that I've been in and managing different teams and, in different positions and different jobs, it's something I've always prioritized is working on my own abilities, my own skills, and respecting the teams and the staff that I have. And having stuck up people in management, it sucks for sure. And that's a situation where if I have people that are above me and I have no chance of moving up because they just suck, well, I'm out. Moving.
I'm trying to refocus my camera.
Peace out, and you just gotta head to another company and move on to something new. So, that's happened to me multiple times. You gotta find a spot and find an opportunity. It's all about the opportunities. It's all about who not what you know, right? The who you know will teach you the what. Right? You don't have to know the what. Just find the who and they'll teach you the what. Yep. So find the who's and they'll help you move up no matter what job it is. And you may not find it on the first go. It may take you 20 tries. It may take you 30 tries. You know, I started with the same job that Mike did at the same place, except I only lasted 4 days before I quit. Lasted 4 days.
I was there a few weeks.
4 days.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
that's the biggest thing. You know, keep your head up, keep grinding, keep finding a spot, know what you want to do. You said you want to help people, right? Speaking to you specifically, Inferno, you know, find out how you can help them. You know what abilities you have and how you feel you can impact them most, and go in that direction. Go strong in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite movie, Mike? What's your favorite movie? Shark Doritos.
That's a tough one, dude. My favorite movie. The first Avengers movie.
Wow, really? Did not
Because
see that coming.
actually, I lied. It's Iron Man.
I was gonna say that's what I
Yeah.
expected.
You know why? Dude, it's that part, right? It was the GIF. Is it GIF or GIF? I don't fucking know anymore. It was that thing that I sent you where he's getting into the suit for the first time, like the finished like suit with the colors, dude, and the thing just comes down to just tunk, and I'm like, oh, every time, dude, every time. Iron Man is my favorite superhero. Robert Downey Jr. is the greatest. He's my favorite actor. Oh, dude, I love that movie so fucking much, dude. I mean, you guys have seen. I got fucking all kinds of Iron Man shit, dude. Like, look at this. You see this little fucking guy? Look at this thing. I got another fucking Iron Man thing right here, dude. I got all the Iron Man shit.
My favorite movie is Jurassic Park.
Ooh, yeah.
Without a doubt, it's Jurassic Park. I'm trying to think of some other movies off the top of my head. I like Matrix, I like Lord of the Rings. I think they're
Lord of the Rings,
solid movies.
Star Wars for sure. I'm a huge Star Wars nerd.
I like. Let me think.
So Inferno says.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait. So Inferno was just talking about helping people. Was applying to a position in a homeless shelter. So should I tell him the story of the homeless shelter?
I think it's okay. We gotta word it carefully.
Oh, I will. Yeah. So,
I don't know why my camera's having a stroke.
Would be sick.
Yeah, dude.
I would like to buy a live T-Rex as well one day when they come out with them.
Oh, dude, my camera just took an absolute shit on itself. Hang on. Let me see. There we go. All right, we're good. Yeah, the Iron Man suit is amazing.
So, I love the ideas Inferno too. With like as far as helping people, I think like especially if you're feeling down, man, there's no better way than giving to people and helping. So, homeless shelter is a dope idea. Hospital handling patients right now, you'd be like a saint to be doing that. Obviously, with everything like COVID related, that's difficult. But
absolutely.
Homeless shelter. I got a guy I work with who used to be a manager of a homeless shelter, and he had a couple of friends in there, and he told me a story of how one of the biggest issues he had. It's so funny. I just told Mike about this today. The biggest issue he had at the homeless shelter, he's right outside of like a major city at this homeless shelter. The biggest issue he had was his staff, having relationships with the homeless people.
When he says relationships, he doesn't mean like, come on, honey, let me take you to dinner. No, he means like, relationships.
Yeah. And like, it was like a serious problem. Like every staff member he had was like, they were getting after it. And I was like, all right, this is like, I did not see that coming.
I didn't see that coming.
And he said it was like that at almost every homeless shelter. It was just like, the people were just going crazy. So he said it came to a point where everyone he hired, they have to
make sure they're not horny.
One qualification. It's just like, don't get in relationships with the homeless people. That's it, man. Don't do it.
That dude, he blew my mind with that shit today. I was like, what the fuck do you mean, dude? Like, what?
I know they look cool. People, let's stay away. I never expected it. It completely put a different view in my head of like homeless shelters, and soup kitchens. I'm like, whoa, okay, this is different. But yeah. So I mean, it doesn't mean that you still can't get in there and help some people, but just make sure you help them in the right way.
Yeah. Yeah, help them in the right way. Shark puts in rolling. My favorite superhero. My favorite hero dies. Endgame. Iron Man dies. I know. I've seen it. I was so heartbroken because that scene, dude, where he just has it and he's like, I am Iron Man, and I was like, oh, he's dead. Like I was so broken, dude. I was a broken man, dude. It hurt my soul, dude. I was so upset. And then Inferno said his favorite movie is Rollerball. I'm not sure what Rollerball is.
I don't know. Seen that, but I'll check it out though.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, dude, dude, I still can't believe that that's happening at the homeless shelters. Dude, like,
Yeah, I was so disturbed. I was like, wow, really?
it's insane
I
to
felt
me.
dirty just listening to the story.
I was like, what the fuck is this, dude? Alrighty.
It's kind of weird.
Little weird place to put that in.
Yeah,
We're in the motivation section of the podcast, and we're talking about fucking homeless people.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. This was the other thing. It's not my favorite movie, but it's a good one. All right. I'll have to watch Rollerball then.
I feel like I'm missing like movies. Like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't, you know, but-
Next thing I got in the frames part. So this is kind of all right. So I came up with this thing called the M factor or the meditation factor. I don't know if that's copyrighted or not, but if it's not, I'm gonna be taking that shit. So no, don't you guys take my meditation factor. Yeah, you guys, I'm watching you there. So basically what that is, and that's just how I labeled it. It could be different for everybody else. But what the meditation factor is essentially finding that thing that lets you think clearly. For Alex, I know he loves to run and bike. For me, I'm more of a biker, but even running to a certain extent does it. For me, it's also working out, just getting the blood pumping. Like that's why I think us being trainers is perfect. Like working out is really what gets our creative juices flowing. I can't tell you how many ideas me and Alex have had where we just haven't done anything with it. And I'm just like, I'm tired of that. I want to do that. Because a lot of these ideas that I have, like this podcast, for example, this podcast is something that I want to do right now. And it's so fucking good, dude. It's so fun. I've had so much fun today. But the meditation factor could be whatever you want. It could be like the true meditation of just sitting there and hovering above the ground like Goku and home. If that's what fucking does it for you, then do that. For me, it's biking. I love to go for long bike rides where I get to talk to Alex, where I get to just think and get my mind in the right place. I don't want to volunteer at an animal shelter. Oh.
Really cool. No bestiality. Why is that like an inside joke?
No, Shark put above. He was like, I don't want to volunteer for the animal shelter. He put above it. He was like, yeah, I don't want to volunteer there. Because of our homeless shelter shenaniganery that we found out. But yeah, that's the thing I wanted to talk about next. Is just how that can give you ideas and why I think that's so important to have that time to yourself to do something that you enjoy that gets your mind flowing and gets your creative juices flowing. Because that to me, like that's why I want, again, that kind of flows into why I wanted to start streaming. Like I love playing video games, man. I really do. I was playing them so much, especially during quarantine. It made me realize like, man, I play so many video games. Why don't I stream it? Like I have really funny times when I play video games. I have a great time when I play video games, and I want to help share that to you, especially like you guys have heard me say it in the chat. I love making you guys laugh. If you guys get a chuckle out of me, right? Or if I get a chuckle out of you, dude, like I improved your day. That's how I look at it. Like I made your day a little bit better, and that's why I love to stream, because I think I have the personality I have a personality that's very infectious, and I was talking about this with Alex the other day. I think it's my purpose to help bring joy to people, man. I love bringing joy to people, and that's what I want to do for you guys, and that's why I started streaming. And then I got that idea from meditation. It was from like, you know what, like I love doing this. Why don't I do it in the best way that I know how? Personal training and playing video games. Alex, you got anything to add to that?
No, I thought that was amazing.
Shark says he loves annoying me. I know, and I love it, dude. As much as I may be like, you mother... I love it when you guys try to do it, man. It's so funny.
I annoy him too, so it's perfectly fine.
Oh, shit. But yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say on that, really. Just, you gotta find that thing that gets you moving, gets your juices flowing, get you thinking. Get you thinking about your future, get you thinking about what path you want to take.
I think Wolf is still hung up on the $17 you were made.
I know, dude. Right? Dude, that's like 1940s pay, dude. Like, what the fuck is that? I might as well have been born in the Great Depression, dude. I would have been making the same amount of money.
You gotta keep in mind that I'm pretty sure they were paying you illegally because they had a lawsuit filed, maybe 2 months after?
Well, that was because, whatchamacallit, dude. The company
they were evading taxes, weren't they?
No, it wasn't evading taxes. They weren't paying their rent. because they weren't paying the company that oversaw everything, the company with it, like the personal training company within that, which is a stupid fucking idea, by the way, was not paying their like dues or whatever.
Keep helping people, Inferno. Keep doing it. That's the way to go.
I will tell you right now, you will find no greater joy in life than making somebody's day.
Yeah.
Now, again, and me and Alex have had this conversation too, like selfishness, especially in that form, is not bad. Not all selfishness is evil, right? So we like to, the way I like to look at it is if I help somebody and I feel good, yeah, that was kind of a selfish thing, but at the same time, it's, I made you feel good, so it made me feel good. And you will get no greater purpose in life, dude, than helping other people. Helping other people is something that will give you the greatest joy. It'll give you the greatest satisfaction, and it just, I can't describe it, man. It's a feeling like no other. And I'm sure you know that. Let's see. Shark, remember the time when you were going to answer my question twice, but Alex interrupted every time, and then you forgot? Wow, it does seem familiar when you say it like that, but I love it when he interrupts me, though, because it's okay, because he has good shit to say. Let's see. You have human jam? What? I don't know what human jam is. Emotional and mental, yes. For anybody that suffers from anxiety, depression, anything like that. Now, granted, some people do need medications and stuff like that, but I am always an advocator of trying to fight it, at least at first, with exercise or doing something you love. Painting, whatever it is. For me, it's exercise. I have really bad anxiety. I'm talking about, like, I will say, Alex has actually seen it happen to me. I remember, what was it, maybe 3 weeks into quarantine. Actually, no, probably about a month and a half into quarantine, dude, right? We had that workout. It was a hot day. I hadn't had a lot of water, and I actually had an anxiety attack on my way home because we did it was a heavy as fuck lift, dude. It was like we were testing 1 reps or something like that. We were doing a lot of shit that day, and I went home, and on the car ride home, my fucking hands and feet went numb, and I thought I was dying, and I couldn't breathe. And I actually had to pull over on the side of the road and have this lady on my street help me and call an ambulance because I thought I was going to die. And 15 minutes later, dude, after she was like talking to me and calming me down, felt fine. But for the most part, I don't have that happen because since then, haven't had anything because I work out, because I do the things that I like to do, biking, all this stuff. So if anybody's got stuff like that too, that's another way to help yourselves.
Yeah, I think you gotta be honest with why you're feeling that, because I think there's always a reason behind it. You might be afraid of something or whatever it is. It might be tough to admit it sometimes, but when people are stressed out, when you're a coach or a trainer or whatever, you end up being more of a life coach than anything else, than you are an actual exercise enthusiast. When the anxiety attacks and things of that nature, like when you get those, it's like the suckiest feeling ever. You feel like you're like this big, right? But you got to go through and challenge yourself. You just got to keep taking those steps forward, keep challenging yourself, and keep in mind, like if your body can create the feeling of anxiety and that terrible feeling, it can do the same thing in a positive way as well, right? If your body, and that always gave me confidence, like, wow, if my body has the ability to like literally make me physically sick because I feel like trash, then it can do the same thing in the opposite direction. Like then I can feel amazing just mentally if I think about things optimistically. So
yeah, and everybody has their own thing. Everybody has their own way of dealing it. Like Alex just showed his. I have mine. So for anybody dealing with that, and yes, Inferno, you're 100% correct. You have to be mentally strong, and that might be one of the hardest things to do for people.
Yeah, you gotta build it. You gotta build it just like anything else. You gotta do the hard things, do the difficult things. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be, you may be afraid to start going to the gym, so that would be the thing I'd say to do. You may be afraid to read because maybe you're not confident in your reading skills, so I would say read. You may be afraid to go back to school, or maybe sign up for college, or maybe you're in a class in high school. I have no idea where everyone's at, but you got to do the things you're afraid of, right? Do the things that suck, do the things you're afraid of, and you'll feel that much better outside of it.
And and again, just to preface, we're by no means experts on psychology and all this other stuff. We can only give you guys the stuff that we've had in our own experiences. Right. We can only go off of our own experiences.
Things that have worked for us. I hate school too. I feel you there.
Yeah.
I haven't stepped foot in a college, and I make more money than all my friends that have master's degrees in kinesiology. So you don't necessarily need. I'm not afraid to flex that. I'll put that out there now. Just drop the mic, but.
What did Mark Cuban say, dude? Mark Cuban, I think, said it best. He was like, if you're going to go to college, dude, go to a shitty college, dude. Because what are they going to teach you that they can't teach you at what are they going to teach you at Harvard that they can't teach you at the local community college? It's all the same information.
Can't give you the brand.
Right, exactly. That's literally it. They can't give you the diploma that says Harvard on it. That's it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, dude, I agree with Alex, man. School-wise, you know. You feel like you're going to die? I do. I mean, for me, but I always look at the silver lining. I'm a very optimistic person. So when I have those anxiety attacks where I think I'm having heart attacks, dude. I've actually used that, and I say this to Alex about a lot, because essentially what you guys are seeing right now is a day-to-day thing with me and Alex. We have these conversations on a day-to-day basis. You know, I mean, like, when I see him every weekend, dude, we literally, like, it's just all this information. You got Alex here, you got Mike here, and we talk at each other, and it just makes this big balloon of information and fucking amazing conversation, and it's wonderful. But just to go back for mine, it's given me perspective, because now whenever I think of things, whenever I think of, say, like, and I know maybe some of the younger viewers right now may not get what we're kind of coming into. I didn't really develop any of my stuff until I was much older. However, this is it's definitely a real thing, and the biggest thing to me is that. It gave me perspective, because when you think you're gonna die, right, every single day for me, it was a long time, dude. For when I was maybe 22 to 23, or maybe even before that, like 20 to 21, dude, I had anxiety attacks daily where I thought I was gonna have a heart attack. That gives you perspective, because then you start thinking about what happens to me, or what legacy do I want to leave behind. And for me, that's why that success, like, I'm not afraid of failure. You should never be afraid of failure, but failure is okay. Failing to continue is true failure. Okay, so when you do not continue after failing, that's when you've truly failed. Is when you give up on the things that you want to do. So I always think, I always think, like, to put it this way, I always tell Alex, when I'm on my deathbed at the end of everything, right, there's two things that I want. I don't want you guys to be sad. I want you to celebrate the time that I was here, because I did all of this crazy shit, and I was able to do it with you guys, right? So I need my friends. I need them to show up. Dude, I want to have my wake. I want to have it on a Sunday so that everybody shows up and fucking in, like, their Sunday clothes. And I don't mean, like, in suits and ties. No, fuck that. Don't show up in a suit and tie. Show up in fucking khaki shorts, a freaking Hawaiian shirt. Bring a beer, dude. Fucking, like, bring some shit. Have some fun. All right? Have my casket open. Prop my body up in the fucking stands. I don't give a shit, dude. Like, pull me out of the casket and dance around with me, man. Just fucking have fun, dude. But at the end of that, dude, like, that's... Go to prison. But that's my thing, dude, is just that I've thought about that a lot because of my special brand of anxiety, and at the end of it all, you just want to make sure that you did everything you could to be the best version of yourself. You're showing up in a rainbow tux. Jeremy, that is the best fucking thing I think I've ever heard. If you show up in a rainbow tux, I'll be a happy man. Good advice? Yeah. I think so. That's why we wanted to do this podcast, man, because I think that me and Alex have very good views on certain things. We may not have good views on everything, but it's views that we think are. And, you know, if you guys, at the end of the day, if we have informed you about games and given you a good idea of what games you should buy, what games you shouldn't buy, how bad Xbox Premiere was, and basically... you know, if you guys have any fitness questions, especially like that's the other part of it. Like we love talking about fitness as well as games, so that's where the second portion of this came in. We love to talk about that kind of stuff. So, you know,
What's
maybe.
up, Lauren?
Wait, Lauren's in here too? Oh shit. Let's see. What is the most embarrassing thing that I've done in my life? Oh, dude.
Ooh.
Oh, Jesus
The bathroom on New Year's Eve?
No, dude, don't even do that to me, man. Oh, do you want to tell that story?
Oh man, that one's just so juicy. I don't know if I want to tell it right now. I might have to save that one.
Might have to save that one. All right, I'll tell you my I'll tell you my second embarrassing story. Actually, now that I think about it, most of my embarrassing stories all consist with me being shit faced.
Oh, my bad, Jeremy. Yo, my bad. What's up, Jeremy? How are you?
So Jeremy is Lauren's fiance.
Got it. Yeah. No, I remember.
Yeah. Oh, dude. I mean, that's up to you if you want to tell it right now, but I have one that's also pretty embarrassing. At least to me it was. Like, I was like, wow, I can't believe I just did that.
I don't really get embarrassed that easy now, but I'll have to.
Oh, not
think
anymore.
I'm trying to think. Embarrassing. I don't know. I know, like, for a while I tried to put myself specifically in positions to not be an embarrassing opportunity. So I'm trying to think, like, of anything that would be embarrassing. I can't really think of anything specifically. I'm trying to think of like a moment, like if I tripped or something, like somewhere.
Oh, dude, I got one for you, especially because you play baseball. So
Yeah.
I was the catcher, and I thought that we had gotten 3 outs, and then this last kid came up to bat, and I thought we had struck him out. So rather than throw the ball back to the pitcher, I fucking rolled it up to the mound.
What a dude. Yeah.
And then my coach was like, "What the fuck was that?" I was like, "Oh, I thought that was 3 strikes, dude." And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, "Oh, fuck, dude."
Man, like I remember I broke one of our buddies' noses. I threw the ball home and he caught it like one hop to the face and just like busted his nose, started bleeding. I wasn't really embarrassed. I was kind of mad because I thought it was a good throw.
Like, you bitch, why didn't you catch that? Like,
I just played it. I was like, come on, man. And then they made me run like 3 laps around both fields. I was like, all right, this sucks.
what's up, dude? Rocky when he's embarrassed. Un forte, unate.
It was that girl.
Oh,
that I asked-
unfortunate.
There was the girl at the beach. I asked her number that one time, and she said she didn't speak English, but she definitely did. I really wasn't embarrassed over that, but I thought it was pretty funny though.
That
She
is
definitely
funny.
spoke English. Her friend told me she doesn't speak English, but you speak English.
I don't know, dude. Maybe she was down from another place. Who knows, dude?
I was like, I don't know about that.
Maybe she
It was
just
a good
wasn't
time.
feeling it, man.
Shoot your shot out there.
Oh, dude, if I got embarrassed about no's that I got, dude, from girls, dude, the list would be fucking the entire stream long, dude. It'd be
I'm
fucking.
trying to think of more embarrassing things. That was a good question though, Shark.
That is a good question. My most God, dude, I've had some embarrassing moments though. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I can't think of anything.
But I think we're gonna end today off. Also, if there's anybody here that was in the Discord, let us know how you like this, because I mean I'm gonna do it regardless. But I had a lot of fun, and I hope you guys did too. So just let me know in the Discord what you guys thought. So the way that I want to end today off is instead of doing books we've read, because that could take fucking ages, because we've both read fucking all the books. I think we should do a book of the day. And I think today's book of the day would be Relentless.
How about word of the day?
Word
Quote
of the day?
Quote.
Ooh, we could do a quote of the day. I have one, dude, because I feel like it's a really good one for today. And it is by Samuel L. Jackson. And it is clear your mind of can't.
I like that.
I like that. I think that's a good way to do it. What am I doing tomorrow? If my dude, is she my girlfriend? Is she just like, I don't know what she is right now, dude. But if to answer your question, Jeremy, if my friend doesn't
If his lady acquaintance.
My lady acquaintance. There we go. I like that. That's more proper. If my lady acquaintance does not get forced at work, then I am going on a bike ride with this gentleman.
And we're gonna a nice 30-miler.
Oh, it's 30 now? I thought, wait, what? Were you just gonna get me out there and be like, yeah, it's 20 miles, and then dude, should I bring
the Port of France?
Dude, my fucking
my quote of the day is "I'm loving it" by McDonald's.
Wow, I had this like one that was all like prophetic and whatnot. It's the slogan.
I think we need like one
for the thing that makes people fat.
Like, yeah.
Made me fat. I got a lot of McDonald's at the beginning of quarantine. I was like, this is great. And then I looked in the mirror and I was like, holy shit.
I was very concerned. You were having it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
I was not having it for breakfast, dude. I was having it for dinner.
You came to my house on one day, Nick will quote you that you had a cheeseburger from McDonald's, bro. It was like 10:30. I didn't even know they had cheeseburgers that early. Oh man! Also, you couldn't even get like an egg McMuffin, bro. You got
dude, I had to get the burger. The burger has the protein. Listen. My go-to meal was 2 triple cheeseburgers, a McChicken, and fucking a medium fry with a drink, dude. Tell Alex if he would be fine to date. My name is Jessica. All right, that is a fat no, Panda, because Panda is a 13-year-old boy. Who likes to fucking troll hard, man. I don't know his real name, but apparently he likes to go by Jessica.
Yeah, he caught you, man. It was a good try, though.
I was on point with that one. Kyle has a fast food for every meal. That's disgusting. I can't do that anymore. I've never had fast food for every meal. No, he does not know Jack.
Who's Jack?
He's trying to get you to say jack off.
Uh-huh.
This is what this kid does, dude. He comes into my fucking chat and then he starts putting this shit in there, man. He's got another one too, dude. One of his names from this is an alt account of his, dude. He's got one that's Seaman it's C Men as this fucking thing, dude.
I like that. I appreciate the effort.
Calling him out, dude. I'm calling you out on your shit, man. Alex dropped it. No, he didn't drop it. I know what he's gonna say now. This is bait, dude. It's bait. I did say it, dude. But yeah, this is bait. All right, but I think we'll end it off there. Here, let me pull this back a little bit. Not so much full screen. But thank you guys for joining us. I hope you guys had a ton of fun. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the follows, man. That was fantastic. We got a bunch of new followers today. We are over 100, so we're gonna do the Lauren face reveal soon. Other than that, Alex, you got anything to add, my dude?
Nah, man. This was fun. It was nice chatting with you peeps.
Yeah, dude, 2.5 hours have gone by.
This is easy. I can talk all day.
Yeah, dude. This was easy, man. You know what though? I think that adds to it because it just feels so natural. It's great.
Yeah,
it is great. So if anybody who is currently popping in is not, I just see Panda. I just joined. We're gonna be putting this up on YouTube. So if you go to my YouTube channel, you guys will be able to watch the full podcast there. It'll be labeled. It'll be in its own folder and stuff like that. But go ahead, back to you, dude. Sorry.
No, I'm gonna try to hop into some of your games. So Minecraft. Hopefully we can get you maybe I can get you to hop on a shooter game or something that you won't freak out. So we can play.
Maybe I'll play some MW with you. Maybe I'll buy it for
I
PC.
know some people have wanted to play some Warzone. I can't say I'm the biggest fan of Warzone, but
I'll try to play regular COD with you though if you want.
What's that?
I'll try to play regular COD with you.
I don't know. I kind of want to jump off a bridge when I play it. So.
Oh, all right. Phantasms with great power comes great responsibility. Am I streaming Monday? Yeah, we're gonna be streaming Monday. We're gonna be doing Minecraft Monday. It's gonna be probably a little bit later in the day because I am literally working from 7 a.m. till 7 at night. So, yeah. Be prepared for my 7th alt account rolling. Jesus Christ.
I like it.
Where do you get all this time to make these alt account, man? I literally made one Twitch account, and if you stop making all these accounts, you could be a Twitch streamer in your own right, dude. Jesus. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I hope you guys have a great night, And thank you very much for joining our stream today. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Good night.